start a certain kind of discourse.
You can't ping Zeus if you're down.
Speaking of which, when are we doing a diving mission?
I think you can.
Just for Artyom.
Are we doing an underwater mission?
Just for Artyom.
Yeah.
The underwater mission begins now.
Mira, I thought you'd be sick of underwater missions at this point after last week.
that was so stupid. I should have been able to heal myself. It didn't let me. It didn't let me.
I think you did.
Using bandages and water, sorry.
Cannot load rifle.
I felt bad for RPR, but I guess it was sort of merciful that he died because he was right at the bottom of the ocean.
It happens.
Okay, recording started.
Just wait for
Wait, hold on, recording started.
Yeah, I've started.
Recording started.
Hi, Twitch.
Recording started.
Oh no.
It's time to say the N-word. I mean...
Just wait and see if it's loading.
Has recording started?
Okay.
Has the recording started?
Clear comms.
Yeah,
Alright,
Alright,
rip your dick off. Clear comms. Okay.
Microphone muted.
So this is mission 7. Time is 1400 hours, June 14th, 1974. So, situation, our offensive towards Rhodopoly continues. The main obstacle is currently the town of Paros, which has been heavily reinforced by the Altians. Soviet Marines and Popular Front fighters are currently engaged in a brutal street-to-street fight with the Altian army throughout Paros. We've been tasked with cutting Paros off from the rest of the Altian army, ensuring that they can neither retreat nor reinforce the town, as either of those could be very costly for us in terms of time and casualties. Mission task, interdict Route Gregor until 1600 hours. Complete task with less than 20% casualties for a bonus minor VP. And I'm sorry for the background noise. Commander's intent, interdict Route Gregor and ensure the enemy force can't retreat from or reinforce Paros while the town is seized in the assault by our forces. Full destruction isn't required, only enough to render any remainders operationally insufficient. Mission elements, we are Mechanized Platoon Blue 2. We have 1.5 VP available. No support and no friendly elements. Signals, battalion and platoon will be on 4-0, aviation will be on 5-0, Arsham, Boris and Chariton will be on 41, 42 and 43 respectively. Let's see, let's scroll down. Disposition of Altian forces. Intelligence has marked known enemy positions and numbers. Current intelligence is limited. The positions around Hill 43, Crossroad Molotov, and Orchard Farmstead saw heavy combat between Soviet and Altian armoured and mechanized forces. Although the Altian forces were defeated, some have retreated north into the woods around Route Gregor. As such, we can likely expect a mix of light infantry, mechanized, and armour to be lurking in the woods. It's unknown if the enemy plan is to reinforce or withdraw their forces in Paros. With the destruction of their armour, the Altian forces have taken position in the woods for the benefit of concealment and protection. Expect guerrilla tactics and keep the woods patrolled to ensure they don't slip by through the woods because they likely know the road's risky. Altian forces have at least one battery of howitzers on call within the area. So don't remain in position for too long after you're sighted, and don't occupy likely pre-planned target reference points. So, don't sit on, for example, Hill 43. Altian short range air defense coverage will hamper helicopter support. Those are marked as the red circles on the map. If you zoom out, you can get a good picture of that. Fortifications and mines are unlikely because the Altians have had no time to prepare. Sitting on the road will likely result in this being suppressed by artillery and bypassed. Environmental data, weather, it's midday, moderate overcast and fog with a chance for rain. Civilians may be fleeing Paros, so just be alert for that. And as for the terrain, the AO is a patchwork of woods that are frequently breaking line of sight after about 250 meters. Maintain security at all times and expect skirmishes to happen at close range. Don't let the squads get separated and disorientated. Vehicles need... well, we've only got one vehicle, so not relevant. Over to 0 for the platoon plan.
Alright, so I've started drawing up the plan
User
already.
joined your channel.
Cheriton is under strength, so I think I'll just stick them and the MG sort of together, but not like strictly together. RTM and Boris will be doing most of the main moves.
User joined your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel. Microphone activated. Joined your channel.
I didn't realize where
User
Zero.
joined your channel.
Zero is probably over there. This is Jarton. Hello, everybody, please take red.
Red? Copy that.
Red.
Red.
Red, yeah, I just all take red. Alright.
Guys, clear comms, and come over here, please. Open up your maps.
Hold on, let me...
Sorry about that.
Squad leaders here.
Just bring everyone over here. Open up your maps.
Chase.
User joined your channel.
Where's Stanley?
Got shots in the background.
Hi, Stanley.
He's probably dead.
Let's go over to
there's
already?
Stanley.
Let's get this done quick.
Stanley over here.
Okay, everyone take it neat, take it neat.
Okay, and is Cheriton here as well?
I'm arthritis, but okay.
Okay, so we know the initial plan here. I think you might have heard me. Cheriton's under strength. Boris and our team will be doing the main pushing. So we will take the farmstead, we'll head north, and try to use the hill as like to our advantage and take out the northern orchard. I think we can go around the back once we clear out the northern orchard, go to the church, use that as like a regroup point, and then head down the bearing to Route Gregor. And at the end of the road, probably towards the concrete silos, that might be a good spot to take over, or maybe in the defilade here. We can set up some emplacements.
Not the vague silos?
The thing is, Zero, if we go to that position you marked on the map, like where the silos are, we will not have any air assist at all, because it's in the range of two short range anti-air defenses.
Microphone muted.
That's true. Okay, so our goal
I
is
would
to
say,
just hold this road.
hold on, do you see the cluster for active UXO just
Microphone activated.
south of Northern Orchard?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, if we set up like a little bit along the road there, that's like, the AA can't hit us there, and we are well covered.
You want us to
Microphone
set up
muted.
next to the fucking unexploded ordnance?
Cover. Definitely
Yes.
want to be using power.
That's what we have a sniper for.
We could use the hills, or we could use Forest Farm, because it's not
User
too
joined
far
your
in.
channel.
I'm not big on staying close to the cluster, to the UXO, because if we get routed, chances are we might be pushed into that.
Good point. Okay, so
I'd say-
Northern Orchard might be best then.
Use the
Yeah.
forest farm as a
Yeah.
base
Left your
and
channel.
just sit in the woods around it.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
this
so
building.
as well
User
there.
joined your channel.
Northern Orchard. Northern Orchard. We'll
Yeah,
take
and
and hold
from
the
this,
Northern Orchard.
yeah, from this building, I'd say the MG has a really good line of fire in every single
Yeah.
direction. Yeah.
Oh, we should have brought a fucking SVG-9 for this.
Oh,
We can
yeah,
even
that
use,
would be good.
We can even use some of their own defenses against them.
Just be aware that we might have artillery come down on our heads.
Yeah.
So start.
Oh.
Okay, does everyone here know how to build trenches?
Microphone
It's a little late
activated.
for that.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, brilliant. So when we get there, I'd say better start digging.
Yeah,
I'm getting
I set up
people.
a fallback point that might be good too. It's got some buildings to cover.
There'll be much
Oh yeah.
So if we take artillery fire from the Phase 2 MG, we'll just hit the fallback. That way we can still cover the road.
Yep.
And then
One sec, I
maybe,
gotta wrangle my guys.
Are we gonna send a patrol too? For
Wait,
instance,
wait.
they're gonna use guerrilla tactics to ambushes.
send a patrol. Where?
Like it's mentioned in the briefing, they might use guerrilla tactics to hit us from woods.
Well, we'll cross that road when we get to it.
Honestly,
Suppose.
if they come at us, we'll just unload at them with like 80 machine guns and everything else.
They're just gonna die.
Just make sure everybody fucking holds their
User joined your
security
channel.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, watch your sectors, don't fuck around. If somebody goes down, leave them to the medic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, y'all, go
um,
check voice contacts for a second.
Yeah, I need to see this.
Also, I put the
Nice.
stream in the media channel if you wanna screen peek me. So. Ready to go, boys.
Right, yeah. Right,
Ready?
let's see. Keratin, on me please.
Boris,
Over here,
Yeah,
thank
Ron,
you.
let me
Over here,
find
Keratin,
my
please.
fucking-
Blitz, also please take red.
I'm not telling you. Where am I?
We will be one really big fire team. That means we have a lot of firepower.
Already forgot what's going on.
Copy that, I heard you. Right, good. So listen up. There's a couple things. Let's see. What role are each of you? Fenrir is a medic. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hadji, you have done the AT training?
I did the normal training of helicopter. I don't think I've done AT specific.
You didn't call for rockets in normal training?
I did play around with them, but
you know how to
might
use
have
them?
probably been okay. Yeah, I know how to use them.
Okay, good.
I just had that.
Like, I need to turn down the volume a little bit. There you go. Let's see. What role all roles are? Did anybody pick senior rifleman on accident?
No.
Okay, good. Alright, Packer, you trained so you know how to use that. I think we're all good to go. We will just be one blob of firepower here today. Please put it away. I don't want to set that off. That's a danger of black blast. Oh, you know about black blast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You know procedure firing a rocket?
They told me to show back blast.
Yeah, you say clear back blast, and you wait a moment, look behind you, and then say rocket before firing. Oh. Please keep that in mind, you might accidentally pressure someone. For the others, if he pulls it out and stay in front of him, but not directly in front. Like if he's aiming towards me, to stay just here or something. No, don't be behind him. You'll have a bad time if you do. Alright, I guess that's it. Soon, this is Keratin, we are ready. Alright, form a column on me, guys. Wait, another important thing, I will be calling our targets using bearings. They are above the little squad radar. The numbers on your left, the three numbers one, that's the bearing. So for example, we are now facing bearing 347 in front of me. So if I say enemy bearing 347, you look on the squad radar and look bearing 347. Right. Keratin, prepare to move.
Keratin, prepare to move.
Keratin moving.
Keratin moving.
Make sure you're on the slow jog.
I want to try to use every headset at least.
1 sec. 0.
Hold.
Can we move to our positions already?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Just.
Oh, okay.
Am I good to take the SVD or does anyone else?
Judge, which team? Jared,
I'm Keratin, yeah.
Just get lined up. Get everyone in
Yeah,
column.
I'm already all lined up. Oh. Got me a nice form.
We'll be ready to move out in just a minute.
Alright, stand by guys, let's form on the road, follow me.
Moving.
Keratin, move.
SVG not so good because it takes time to get that packed up.
Alright, reform the column and hold.
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 Keratin in position.
Okay, we're forming column.
Look at those nerds in Boris, look at them. Nerds.
These nerds and fucking
Yelling, please.
move up. We're trying to get in front of that.
User joined your channel.
She's died.
Somebody's fucked.
Someone just got hit.
Oh my god, where's Stanley? Skin on that.
Let me say he's up.
Wait, they got hit by shrapnel all the way out here.
I mean, that is technically possible. It's very unlikely, but it is possible.
User left your channel.
In the direction of.
Alright, you know what, Keratin? Please form fishbone.
Keratin, form fishbone.
Yeah.
I hear somebody
Form
talking
fishbone.
Fishbone.
That's on the Stanley weapon.
Keratin, better move out.
Prepare to move.
Prepare to move.
Prepare to move.
Alright, we'll let RD go first and then we'll move.
Wait, do we have fucking two?
Stanley, whenever you're ready, please go.
Alright. Already stepping off.
Let's move.
Already moving.
Hello. German is okay, just no Swiss German.
Beautiful. Alright, Keratin, ready to move and move.
Sheridan moving.
Keratin, moving.
Keratin moving.
Slow jog.
Well, this is not aligned with the fuck's going on there.
These piles down line, but you keep your heads down. There might be well shrapnel flying around. Is it a plane that just went down? see, the more I feel like I need to steal one.
Actually, you are in charge of the consequences of the state.
I am.
I think if you're extra senior rifleman, you can put him in the army.
I don't have a senior rifleman. I just got a big fire team.
You have any convicts out?
No, I have conscripts. I mean, I have some experienced people, but like, you know, I'm fine doing this. It's fine. It'll work. I heard that.
That should just use the conscript as a meat shield for Boris.
No, fuck off. You'll be my meat shield. You can't use captured soldiers as meat shields.
No, that's a cheating bitch.
Alright, guys, it's prepare to hold.
Sheridan, prepare to hold.
Guys, and hold.
Hold.
Alright guys, garrison the construction building.
That's in the construction building, Sheridan.
Alright, garrison this building, shoot a defender. We are facing towards the northwest, I think. Let me check the map. Yeah, there's not much line of sight here. Please get downstairs. It's usually here. Actually, no, you can go up here. There's no ladder.
There's a ladder.
Yeah, check the map.
MG team is gonna take second floor.
Yeah, we are facing northwest. Northwest, guys.
Second floor. Okay, what's the team?
Hello, MG. You need to go to the second floor, not the first floor. You need to go up
Let's
one more.
Let's get one machine gun on this window.
You probably need to go up one more if you want to get line of sight, which is the wall.
Yeah, it's exposed.
Downstairs, Sheridan. First floor only.
Copy.
One of you can go towards the little stairs over there and like go sit in that hallway. If you see somebody down, please call it out. We need to move the medic over there. You can't climb through the. You can't climb through there. Oh shit! Get down. Come on, guys. Get going. The attack's on the way.
I think that's roughly 300.
Window. White window.
Oh, there's a tank ahead.
286.
Are you trying to get through?
Come on. I want 360 security as well. Well, I'll be providing that. Don't worry. Just like look for any enemy signs.
What's the uniform of our enemies, by the way? Real quick.
Let's see. Packer actually. What with Hedgie over there? What with Hedgie? Going to facing that with the MG. Hedgie.
Yeah, I can
Come over here. Come over here. We are gonna quickly do a risky move.
Start looking westwards.
Yeah. I want you to get in this doorway. Get in this doorway. Get in this doorway. Thank you.
User joined your channel.
The medic's here. Good. 3, 4. Oh, excuse me. Have you seen my fifth and sixth member?
No.
Anybody from no, it's just about
Guys, bearing 318.
318.
Don't waste all your ammo in one go. I know we have a lot of profit, but you know.
Charlie 318 to 300 meters.
User entered your channel.
With anti-air vehicle. Alright, don't bother shooting at the armor vehicle.
Hey, you know what's the range of that target?
Try setting to sub-0 to 300.
You need at least 3 of them.
Rob, do you think you can snipe
Let's just do a check. Let's.
There is a truck on that group and some people in
Let's.
front.
Can you hear me? Okay, good. Fenrir,
Copy.
Edgy, Fucker,
Hear you.
and Octo.
Hello.
Good.
We're taking small arms fire.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
it's
from-
the same group. Let's get
Oh, I think we can leave this wall probably. Let's push up to the pillars in front. See if we can get some more sight. Medic, please do stay in the rear. I don't want you to
User
die on me.
channel
You're
timed
important.
out.
Okay.
Got him.
Good. No, we're still taking fire.
Right, cross. Come on, go.
I see over yonder.
Go.
Got him, dude.
Fire at will.
I'm hit.
Make sure you don't get hit. Drop in again. Please stay in
User
cover.
entered your
Keep your
channel.
head down, don't get hit.
I'm
User
hit.
left your channel.
Who's hit?
Lion, up on the roof.
Right, medic, go up. Go up on the roof. Sending my medic.
They got it.
Just walk around it, it's very iffy.
Alright guys, let's get down from this roof. It's too exposed. Get down.
Which one of you are hit?
Got him.
Me. I'm it.
Get down from the roof, guys.
Oh no, elephant rat.
Thank you.
I also gotta apply a splint.
Characters.
Yeah,
I'm giving
thanks.
you a pro tip for today about this campaign. If you see elephant rat, check it thoroughly. Very, very thoroughly.
Alright then.
Last week I got ambushed.
I'm gonna give you 500 milliliters since you lost some blood.
Alright, thank you very much.
I'm thinking
I don't think I'll need, but still thanks.
If you don't think you need it, come back to me later if you need it.
Alright, thank you.
Eat some oranges.
Oh look at that, there's a second floor of the building that we can actually guarantee. I did not know that. This is a lot better.
This isn't gonna end well, I have just realized. Well, you need to hit everything horseless then.
Yeah, actually, can you swap with,
That's not
our
the Arma.
Let's see, fight. Backer. Back across stairs.
Okay, I'm good, I'm just gonna... Thank you.
Hey, Lion.
Yeah, what is it?
Did you get a scope for your PKM?
I got a PSU scope.
You might want to, because they're really good.
You have more scopes in the truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, go oi, Packer. Yes. There's an MTOB outside, there's a scope in there for you, grab it.
Where?
It's downstairs, it's downstairs.
It's to
On the
our
right
east.
East. Right there, there's a scope in there.
Got it.
Thank you for your kind donation to us.
There's like 4 scopes in there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. And there's night vision scopes.
Yeah, just go get yourself one. There's night vision scopes and
Yeah, do we have contact?
Oi, is that friendly at 286?
Yeah?
Okay.
the 286 friendly, but
Yeah,
I just realized that happened.
Yeah, no, with the white background.
Yeah, that's ours, that's ours.
I see a lot of Uzis flying in the air over
I
there.
would be capturing that pattern, so it's not.
Is it Boris that's doing that? Yeah, it's Boris. Yeah, it's Boris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because patents are very survival tool.
Hey,
Yo, these night vision scopes, they kind of just.
Hey, have we already called up that, M113 bearing
318.
318? Yeah.
Yeah, these are kind of bad.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, as soon as I roll out,
Okay, thank you.
I'm putting the scope back.
Yeah, so
I mean, if you have an MG, maybe repair it.
we have our own
Good.
And
You know
Likely to have shit
You know what I did last Sunday?
Yeah.
I completely repaired a damaged MPLB we knocked out. It's like we were down, I lost my BMP at the start of the off.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, Boris is trading. At least somebody's trading.
Coward. Shoot him.
I think that's fact. That's fact.
Oh, no,
that is,
coward.
yeah.
Still
Coward.
shoot him though.
Yeah, actually no, that's the thing, man. I think that's
Yeah, that's fact.
Might
That's
be a
fact.
safer place to leave the
Yeah.
MPLB than to put it up than to fall back because we won't be able to reach it.
Are we sure X on our
Oh, no,
side?
wait, no, he's not separate. Mira.
Yeah.
Don't shoot Mira. Don't shoot Mira. Mira's cool.
Okay, not a coward.
Not a coward.
On the other end, you can shoot.
Okay, no stuff.
You just
yes,
don't.
no mirror.
Yes, fact. Right. Riveting gameplay, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
I'm honestly having a lot more fun here than any other unit I've been in.
User left your channel.
Yeah, I'm sorry, there's not much going on I can promise you. The next position will be more exciting for us. It's shit position.
Alright.
I think that's the pattern.
You can't get inside of it. Okay, good.
It's technically still interactable.
Where do you get that from? Can you change that back for your AK when that's supposed to loot stuff?
Okay.
Hey, that's ours.
I like the
Oh, yeah, that's our other PK.
User joined your channel.
I told him to put it back.
User left your channel.
Oh, that's something I should probably tell them.
Watch me fail.
Garrison. Garrison.
It worked.
It's
Guys,
up for
it
a
worked.
moment. Don't loot stuff.
MG team and Cheriton, pack it up.
Right, Garrison on me.
User joined your channel.
Cheriton, form up on Dutchy.
Form up on Dutchy.
Form a column.
Column.
Where we
One call.
MPLB weapons group.
You're moving to the orchard farms.
Hit on the driver.
Squads have gone.
Right, guys,
Copy
we can
that.
join if needed. If you have any, we're gonna
Right,
leave the vehicle
Garrison,
here.
moving out.
Sheridan moving out.
User joined your channel.
On speed, gentlemen.
DMDLB is PK.
So sorry, the helicopter has a
Somebody is orange on my HUD. What did I tell you about being orange on the HUD? Keep a bit of distance. There we go, that's better. Make sure you aren't yelling, by the way. I can't hear you otherwise.
I just need space off the person in front of me.
Yes, Carrington, we have reached the farmstead. Alright guys, remember, just a word of reminder. We don't allow looting in this unit, so no taking guns around.
Taking fire.
I'm hit.
Okay. 300.
Guys, get in the wall, get over here, over here, over here. Ow, ow. Guys, getting covered. Ah, fuck's sake, I get hit in the head. Farmstead is not clear.
If you guys need
Oi,
medical.
Garrison, move past the blue building towards the next one.
I'm back.
Over the left side, pass by the left side. Pass left side.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta splint my arm.
Frank, get her up in his alcove. Just get her up here for a moment.
Oh yeah.
This is
yeah.
okay. Tan uniform Scarlet.
It's the you go stay there. We join the rest over there. Yeah, is the last one?
Do any of you still need medical?
No, I killed my head wound.
Okay.
My CS is going down.
MG group.
Yeah, I'm getting 30 FPS right now.
Can I come through, please?
Oh, good lord, my FPS has gone to absolute shit.
Come in.
There we go, that's better.
I really enjoy my forest.
Right.
What?
We're okay, we're not going to be under.
Yeah, I'm having a big FPS drop for some reason. I don't know why.
So,
Please clear the stone building.
Yeah, that's really
Oh
good.
wait, no, hold on. Boris is doing it. Don't bother.
Well, this won't do.
Garrett, on me. I'm gonna form perimeter.
Form
I
up
can
on
get one
Dutchy.
machine gun on this window. Don't go on the balcony.
Want me to see if that jeep's active?
Don't go on the balcony.
We can get one machine gun.
Just leave it.
Cover to the north.
Somebody, let's see, Blitz and Hedgie, please clear the shed up ahead. I'm pointing out.
What's in Hedgie clearing shed?
Rod, do you think you can lay prone here and...
The rest of the cats are coming as well.
Squads. Once we
Come
finish
on,
up,
Roth.
clearing farms,
Yeah, come on, guys, come on, stick with me.
We're gonna head north
Niall.
to our second attack position.
We go upstairs quickly.
Niall, can you go blue?
Yeah, Jesus, take time.
I'm basically making you an impromptu team lead, so please go blue, Niall. Let's see, Octo, blue as well.
I can speak.
Oh, you can't speak.
Alright, Octo. Yes, some
Oh,
problems.
fuck. Fenrir, you have experience with Arma, right?
Yeah,
You have experience with leading.
a little bit. Not a lot.
Okay, can you please go blue as well now?
Okay.
You'll be my blue team then. Right, good. Let me, is it clear?
Yeah.
Shit.
Who is machine gunner?
What?
Who is
Machine
machine
gunner?
gunner?
Okay.
Backers, machine gunner.
We'll be moving.
I'm on better.
Sorry. And don't worry, we will have a lot more people carry. Anyway, follow me. Follow me.
Follow behind red.
Dutchy.
Alright, blue team follow behind red. We're taking fire.
Hold this wall, hold this wall.
I'm hit.
To 280 roughly in that area.
Yeah, that sounds like good.
I need to go check myself.
Multiple another Kiwi coming in. Yeah, multiple Kiwi deploying in.
From 286. 310. Come again? Yeah, I'm getting happy. I'm getting down. If you're wounded, please call it out. Sorry, what's the fallback position?
Copy that. Reloading. We got it.
Copy that. Sorry, we're just dealing with casualty. Niall, fucking no, Fenrir, go take care of him. Right, Carrington.
Solomon. Stanley. Who is next line of command?
Yeah. Right, Carrington, I want you to prepare to move out once he's stabilized.
User left
He
your
should be
channel.
stabilized.
Copy that. Prepare to move.
He just needs to wake
I'll
up.
move out once it's stabilized.
Right, once he's stable, Niall, I want you to carry Blitz.
Oh, that may be tech. He had to
Reloading.
He's stable?
Yeah.
Hey, Niall, pick up Blitz. Right, Carrington, prepare to pull back.
Sheraton, prepare to fall back.
Prepare to fall back.
John, what are you doing?
Right,
We are holding.
keep providing covering fire. Right, Carrington, edge back. Fall back.
Sheridan, fall back.
Fall back.
Sheridan, fall back.
Come on, go, fall back.
Alright, let's make it back.
There's a good position your map, go fall back. Move there. Fucking hurry it up. Double time it. Sprint.
Sprint.
Sprint it.
Honestly.
Sprint. Come on, sprint it. Let's get behind this building so we can regain. Stay here. Where I'm here.
Stay here.
Right, let's just catch the breath for a moment. Get our vision back to normal, for me at least.
Yeah, I can't see either.
Yeah, like I just yeah. Is anybody else hurt?
We need to get rid of the. I got charged trash.
Okay, good. Right, let me quickly
3 of 5.
main road, get back.
Seems about
User
right.
in your channel timed out.
Zero, you still want to go back to the fallback position? Copy that.
I can't get up.
Alright. Everybody, we are heading southeast from our current position, right? Alright, guys. Follow me. On me.
User entered your channel.
Falling
Falling column.
I can't get up. I'm stop blocks out.
Staying column for a moment.
Alright, let's roll.
Very good. Guys, come on, get up. Guys, get up, come on. Garrett's moving out.
Shaden, move out.
Red first.
Red first, then blue.
Where's Blitz at?
User in your channel timed out.
Form a wedge.
Red left.
Just make it a small one. Doesn't need to be big. Want a little bit of coverage while moving. Zero, I would like to remind you that the fallback position is a football field.
User joined your channel.
Alright. Fallback to column and garrison football field. Garrison
Fall back to column and Garrison. Stanley, where are you?
So yeah, garrison bleachers over there.
Garrison the bleachers.
Garrison bleachers.
Garrison bleachers.
Right. Hey, there was a. I saw, or I see still. There's a.
Alright, like look for enemy targets. I'll have a quick talk with the weapons team.
Yeah, we're taking far from somewhere yonder.
Solomon, I will have to do some more. My
Yeah, we're taking sniper fire.
Somewhere to the north.
Northeast.
Northeast.
Alright. So you think
Hey,
it's not
I
fighting
see one shithead. Oh, I got his ass. 031, 031.
031.
Guys,
What?
310, 310,
310.
bearing 310.
310.
Earn 310.
Could be like, you know, people around.
Hey, I'm sorry for Gretchen if I gave you tonight. Okay, good to hear.
Don't suppress it, just like if you see targets, shoot at them.
Asswipe, and I just wanted to shoot him dead before they shot at us. Where is it?
I hate this goddamn fog.
Stanley, where are you?
Alright, Carrington, face northeast.
Sheridan face
Look in
northeast.
the northeastern direction.
I'm at Duhok.
Facing northeast. Or some sort of Vic.
Some sort of Vic?
Oh shit, I think.
T-34,
Third.
T-34.
031.
Where do you see it?
025 north.
Oh shit, shit.
22.
Tank at the football field, tank at the football field.
Check out the AT.
Get down. No, could I, hold on, what AT do you have?
RPG 7.
Do you know how to shoot it?
Mostly.
Right, see if you can hit the side of the tank. Go to the end of the beaches and see. Patrick, come back here.
I'm disposable.
Go. Patrick, come back here.
I'm right here.
Come back further. Lay your back off, Haji. Come on. Keep your heads down, guys. Keep your heads down. Watch out for enemies. Fuck. Being shot from somewhere. I can't tell them where.
I think it's the tank through the wood bleachers.
It's coming from under the bleach. I think it's a tank.
This is only wood, so.
Yeah. Haji?
I'm still up. I'm just bandaging. I might really want to hear that thing.
Shot. Do you want me to take a shot otherwise? You don't feel comfortable.
Sure.
Do I have your
I have rockets. I can take it.
Oh yeah, we finished this one bandaging.
I'll drop you my RPG-18 here.
Another one.
Sorry, Paul, they're hitting with an RPG-18 and we won't do anything.
Yeah, they're all.
Oh my god.
If you can hit it on the side.
Fucking leeches. If I die, listen to the weapons team if they're still here.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Check what a
Got
tank
these.
is.
Copy that.
Weapons team, do you still know what a tank is? Oh shit, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Shit,
Our friendly
shit.
helicopter.
Get out of here, weapons team, we're being artillery striked.
That sounds like helicopter.
Fall back to there.
Copy. Fall back to the other bleachers.
You just fall back.
Take your ass down. Yeah, they're.
Oh, what?
I think
Chargie's
we're
getting
getting
held up.
artillery. I think they got artillery. I need a medic on me.
That sounded like a rocket.
User in your channel
It's
timed
our
out.
own helicopter.
Oh, it was our own helicopter.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Tank burning.
Thanks, burning. Gotcha. How's he looking?
I need.
He needs some help.
He's good. He's good.
Platoon, can I just remind you that that helicopter showed danger close to it? It like almost knocked me.
I think he got armored. Oh shit.
User entered your channel.
Taking fire west. Oh no, I think I just got almost nicked by a friendly. God damn it.
Carrot can't move yet.
Friendly fire is strong.
Yeah, what's up with him actually? What's his pulse?
Does any of you guys have a medic?
Strong, it's good.
I don't
Got
need
a guy
my
down
help.
from
Myself up.
weapons group.
Let me just need to pump myself full of blood here. Alright.
Yeah, he's gonna get
Anybody else wounded here? Was it just me that got caught in the blast? Where is our gunner? RPG gunner.
Reggie?
Yep.
Here you go. Here's your RPG-7. I have my RPG-18 back.
Yep.
Sheridan's ready.
Gotcha.
Fire from the northeast.
Yeah, platoon, and skeleton, we're ready to move. Alright, MG team, wait first. Oh wait, hold on. MG team has a casualty.
Yeah.
Medic.
He's just receiving blood, I think.
Oh, he's just receiving blood. Okay, he's stable.
Yeah, we've got it. Wait, what if calls for a medic?
Hold on, he's lost
We're
some
moving.
blood, right? Give him an epi. Give him an epi. And he can wake up. Give him an
Wake
epi.
him up, or else carry him. We're gonna go now.
Yeah, just give him an epi.
Yeah, give an epi.
Stabbing it right in your butt.
And weapons team, we're
Friendlies
gonna
are
go move
moving.
out
We're
the
gonna be
field.
coming up right behind
We're
them.
gonna go after him.
Sheridan, prepare to move.
Once you've given him an epi, we're moving out.
I gave him it. There he
Let's
is.
see, there we go. He's up. Alright, Sheridan, let's go.
Sheridan moving.
Sheridan moving.
Sheridan, weapons team are on the
Okay.
move.
I've got piss poor FPS.
So, yeah, I slept like 4 people. And then out of the corner of my eye, I just see a trace fire smack me in the
Okay, so
forehead.
it was a
Yeah, somebody I pissed him off.
Yeah, we're taking fire.
Like, there wasn't even like a warning shot.
More Hueys.
Man the walls here.
Shit.
Sheraton, man the walls.
Sheridan, man the wall.
Altians and their
Lolo.
fucking elephant grass.
Sheridan and MG team cover here. Shots 245.
245. 245. 245.
Got him. Looks like there's more though.
Yeah. Right, Keratin. Full security. I'm gonna have a look around with binocs for targets. I'll call them out when I see them.
I think
security.
Can we push up and get those fuckers real quick?
Zero.
Yeah, what?
295. Is that a truck or a bunker?
Most likely a bunker. Oh yeah, there's a jeep next to it too. Look, our guy's getting torn up. I think we need to send a team over and take care of that real quick.
I can volunteer.
Okay, yeah.
Copy. Get copy that.
Copy that. We're gonna send Sheraton in that direction.
Keratin, on me.
Sheraton on Dutchy.
Sheraton, form up.
Blue left,
Form a line.
red right.
Blue left.
Blue left.
Blue left, right, right.
Right, and we're moving.
Moving.
Sheraton moving.
We are going to engage a bunker.
No,
When we are
not
getting
the
shot
not
at,
the
we
bunker,
will
not the bunker.
fucking charge
We need
it.
to take out the 245.
What? 245.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's.
there.
Do you see the tracer fire?
Yeah, I see it.
And you hear the gunshots, yeah?
Yeah.
They're shooting our friendlies.
User joined your channel.
Copy that. We're moving out. Alright, guys, maintain formation. Come on. Red on my right, blue on my left. Alright, we're doing bounding. Everybody flop the fuck down. Blue team move first.
Blue team prepare to
Jim
move.
and Boris, can you get eyes over the northern orchard and start shooting targets there soon?
Blue team bound forward.
The targets down here.
Blue team bounding.
Alright, blue team drop.
Blue team drop.
What direction is red move?
Red team, prepare to move.
Red team moving.
Red team moving.
Blue team go.
Blue team prepare to move. Go.
Team leads hit. Or squad leads hit.
I'll get him.
That sounds good. If possible, try to move up with the other two squads and get overwatch on the enemies.
Reloading.
Okay. I don't even know if it has eyes on the targets.
I'm on him.
I think someone's treating, yeah. Medic's already treating squad lead.
I gotta splint him. I'll start giving him blood.
Sheraton, let's see if we can recover that one prisoner and fall back up the hill.
Stabilizing. Picking up.
What bearing?
Where? What bearing? Or point or something?
241. That doesn't help.
Two.
I see it. 310 moving 315.
310 moving 315, alright.
Move up, move up, move up. Try to get the other people who are down.
He's stabilized.
Have you given him CPR?
No.
Okay, always give him CPR.
Okay.
I've got him, I've got him. Provide security for me. Okay, he's been given CPR. Now, how many people die over here? What the hell happened?
Sequence 1, that hill should be
Oh my god, what?
Okay.
He's
He's dead.
dead? Oh, Okay, cool. Got it.
Who's blood?
He was about 3 meters in the blast.
Oh shit. That's the net. Alright, this is
Oh, there's another?
I think that's just blue team over there. I think that might just be blue team there. I mean, there's only 6 of us.
Have you, he's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just dead. I can't pick up his, I can't carry him, he's dead. You need to go.
Okay. Got it. Yep, no heart rate.
Okay.
Dang. Alright.
I'll take his blood and smokes. Affirmative.
They mean Steve. He's my new friend.
Hello, Steve.
Dutchy.
He's stabilized. He's still unconscious
Very good. He's got pulse.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a pulse.
Where should we move prisoner?
Okay. Just move the prisoner up into that.
He already did it. We moved him back. He's gonna move him to.
Oh. Really? There was actually another prisoner.
That's the only guy.
Oh, hello, I'm back. Good
You
lord.
did it. You did it.
I just got sniped the fuck out.
The vehicle is nearby.
Apparently, the rest of blue team got blown up.
Just, I'll take care.
Yeah, there are pieces.
Of course they get blown up.
Yep.
Yeah, so, where do we need to go now, Zero?
Okay, we need to go to this position.
Right, copy that. Keratin on me, form a line.
Shaded on Reggie.
Following on.
Okay. All squads, we're gonna begin attacking Northern Orchard.
Right,
Keratin's got
let's
the low
go.
ground. Our team and Boris, you guys have got the high ground. MG team, try to support our team and Boris and overwatch the orchards.
And like it took just one bullet to knock me out, it's like I made a paper today.
Yeah, and two of you guys died.
Yeah.
And an explosion of sorts. I can't believe I missed that.
Right, guys, just man this little defense.
5 seconds. Yeah.
Hey, Zero, should we mine this road?
Yeah, let's try to mine it.
Oh, sorry, we have charges only, so.
Hold on. I found some transportation for
Nudge in my
for us.
friend.
How many people are we?
Yeah, I have 5 seconds.
We have with 4 people.
Okay, do you have a clacker?
Yeah, I don't think we have enough space. Let me check.
We must sacrifice one.
Sorry. Yeah, we don't have enough space. That's a shame. Well, let me offer to Gecko for. Let me offer to Zero for like good boy point. Zero.
Yep.
I found your thing here. Free vehicle.
The command vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Command vehicle.
Zero.
Gunfire.
One charges down this right and another that side.
No, just put it on the main road.
Again.
Move mirror northeast, so we can trigger him as soon as he's.
Fire coming from 214, 215-ish at the other squads.
Oh shit.
Oh shit,
Sorry, 303 coming at us.
Oh, goddammit, man, get off.
Medic.
Come in.
Zero is down for now. Get to cover.
In the elephant grass.
Spread out some, we're too close.
Spreading out,
Okay,
spreading
my
out.
way.
Out
This
some.
is the youngest I've ever experienced.
Just don't be in the open, guys. Use cover and provide shoot back. Just 500 on the shoot back. Suppress him.
Remember that suppressive fire we did during training?
One round per 2 seconds. Just suppress him when you're taking
Welcome
fire.
back to the land of the living.
Welcome back, Zero. You will, when you watch the recording, like, you just fucking drop.
Yeah, I got shot in the head. I know who shot me though. Our team and Boris begin when you're ready.
Follow up. Oh, he's just a fence. Ball.
User entering your channel timed out.
We are providing some suppressive fire because we got shot from over there. Right, hold fire, hold fire.
I'm just
Hold
looking
fire.
at
Hold fire.
Oh yeah, I have an extra RPG by the way. Oh, rocket.
Which kind?
Oh, rocket.
I have
Let me
rockets
check
for
what fucking
RPG.
helmet I have. Oh, no
313
wonder.
northwest. There's movement.
Zero, so should I put shuttle charges on?
I have rockets for RPG.
No, not while there's enemies out there.
No, back up the road.
No, not back up the road either.
Alright.
I don't want to put them in front of us if we have to retreat.
I can call rocket.
Elephant Cross 297.
317.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, bearing 300.
One guy crawling away.
I don't have a vehicle.
You mean you don't have a vehicle?
Oh, I don't have a vehicle here. No.
Platoon's current position is marked on map. It's platoon plus.
Oh, I see somebody crawling at bearing 302. He's dead, he's down. Good shot. Right, ceasefire, ceasefire.
Ceasefire.
Hold fire.
Fire, fire.
Point B. What the fuck?
Point two, that should be. Do you see any enemies on the system?
Did somebody just drop a heat rocket? Hadji?
I have
wish
all
you could
mine.
identify
I'm not sure whose that is.
That's yours, probably.
I still have all mine. Yeah, I can't take it. I don't have space, I don't think.
Are those
Oh, I can take it with me.
I just saw somebody
I
move.
have
It looked like he had a black kit.
I took it with me. What? What's with that?
334.
Yeah, 54 right there. Are those friendlies?
It looks like Archum or Boris, but we're not sure.
Hold on, let me check. Where do you see them all? 334, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move into that shed up there. 334.
Those are friendlies, those are friendlies. You can recognize
Copy.
them by the helmets. If you look to your fellow comrades here, you can see the helmets. They wear the same ones.
That's another Huey.
Let's see, Captain. Oh, no, we're too many to move. Let's just sit here.
Yeah, you take Mirror and go check that out.
Check what out? What do we check
If you
out?
die, try to scream a lot. That way
Let's-
I know on my own.
Never turn your back to the fucking battlefield.
Okay.
Let us ask you to be shot. Not by me, but like by the enemy, I mean.
Do you think we can move up
Okay.
to the wall?
I think we can. Yeah.
Alright, let's try that.
Alright guys, we're moving up to the wall at bearing 347. Let's go.
Alright.
Prepare to move.
Keratin moving.
Moving.
Keratin moving.
Try to spread out in sort of a wedge formation if you don't have one. It's,
They're already running.
yeah. Just looking ahead of team lead.
Come on guys. To the wall.
Those are friendlies up that hill, right?
Yeah,
Right, red team. Oi, blue team. Blue team, stay here. Red team on me.
Blue
let's
team
clear
hold.
this one compound.
Yeah, oi, hold on, who's that over there? Oi, oi.
Cheriton is
Hacker,
now
hacker.
at the phase 2 MG.
Hacker.
We're gonna clear out here.
Get back here. You single-handedly started cleaning out. Hold on, I need to make
User
a
joined your
fucking note.
channel.
Hold on, I can hear you. Hacker, I'll pick you up. Thank you. Thanks. Before I forget. Right, let's get us in the building, guys. Come on.
Blue team, we're garrisoning the building.
Garrison. Garrison the building.
Move out to that building.
Garrison the
To the
building.
northeast.
Keep eyes northwest and northeast.
Keep eyes northeast.
Can you give me a second to push 5? Thank you.
Our team and Boris to clear out Northern Orchard. Please. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah, you are. MG team, you are cleared to come down here to the phase 2 MG. Copy that.
How do I toggle walking?
What do you mean toggle walking?
Control C
I
is
am
toggle walking.
I don't want to do
Control
walking.
C.
That doesn't work, and so I asked Mr. Lee.
I need to get all the levels and I can put it at the site. Before I go up. There's a ladder.
I'm seeing contacted 270.
Oh shit! 272 fire.
He's dead, he's dead.
Hold. Good spotting there. And you have a lot of enemies as well. Zero?
Yeah.
Is there anything towards the southeast? Like if there's a friend.
User in your channel
There's
timed
a couple
out.
friendlies fucking around over there.
Yeah, I mean southeast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good to know. Because I got gunshot coming from there.
Let me get on the roof and I'll take a look.
Tank coming down the road, or some vehicle coming down the road.
T-34 looks like. We got a T-34 coming down the main road.
Is it friendly?
The T-34s are not friendly.
What, where is my RPG gunner?
I'm upstairs on the right side of the building, or the northwest side of the building.
Get on the roof. Yeah. Or can you shoot from here?
Is that for us?
Very low. Kind of behind a tree right there.
Alright, guys,
We're
lead that room,
in
lead that room.
phase
We should get
Clear
the
back
RPG gunners
left.
in there. Lead the room.
How many
No,
meters do you
don't
think that
penetrate.
is?
Get out. Niall, get
What
out.
distance do you think that is?
You can measure it with the scope. Just put the scope on and see. Give a measure thing.
Wait, what do I...
You should
oh, okay, never mind.
use the scope on the RPG-7 to hit it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on fire. Please just answer.
If you don't feel comfortable using it, just ask me. Yeah,
User
enemy
joined your channel.
on the road, 353. I saw them running into the woods. Good hit, good hit. Hold fire. Unless you see actual enemies that shoot him, because they're friendly. But now he's dead, I think he's dead. But
He's dead?
yeah,
Standing up.
he's dead. Very good that goal. Alright, good position. Enemy in the woods, 276.
I don't see movement at 277.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Takes you like 500 meters out.
Yeah, if he can get a hit on them, shoot.
The fuck was that?
What?
Titanic earthquake?
Could be the artillery thing now. Yeah, definitely artillery on hit.
Quarters.
Need help with him? If you can tourniquet Dachi, yeah, help tourniquet him.
Tourniqueting his legs.
Phase 2 MG building is currently on
Oh fuck.
I'm hit too.
Tourniquet him and drag him out of here.
Get the fuck downstairs.
I got alarm. Oh shit, I don't have any tourniquets left.
I just gotta pick him up. I'm hurt too.
Sheraton, prepare to
I'm
attack.
my own base,
Start moving down the road.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem here.
Hacker yellow.
I'm bleeding. I need a bandage.
move towards the other squads.
I'm gonna go
Moving
unconscious
towards
here.
the enemy along the road.
Yeah.
Hey, could one of you help me bandage? Every one of my lips is damaged.
Yeah, I'm in the same position. I am about to pass out.
Yeah, I'm about to black out too.
Oh, that's a wedding ticket. Oh no.
Yeah, we're all fine.
Transfusion blood. Alright.
I'm still, like, bleeding.
Treat yourself, just get your lips tourniqueted, and treat other people. Zero's down, zero's down.
Yeah, same. I'm trying to bandage as fast as I can.
Oh, and took your hand is down, not stable.
I'm almost stabilized.
I'm almost stabilized as well.
Alright, I'm
I have,
mostly stable. I
basically
need to
negative
give
blood, though.
myself blood. Yeah,
I don't have any blood left either, like to give myself.
I can give you some, but I'm gonna help bandage them because some of them
Yeah,
need
do
help.
that first.
This is Platoon Sapper, Mira,
Machine gun
Zero
team is
just
dead.
died.
What the block function is?
Super Hind is dead, I think.
He's dead. I checked, he's
Still
dead.
alive, but he's losing real blood.
Hey, he has no, hey, Dutchy has no pulse. Start CPR.
Can somebody give Dutchy CPR while I transfuse blood?
Blitz has no heart rate, starting CPR.
Okay, I need to get
Keep,
his body.
yeah, keep
Alright, Dutchy's getting blood. I'll
User in
get
your
Blitz
channel
some blood
timed out.
too.
Alright, bandaging arm, remove the tourniquet when it's done.
Yeah, they won't get any blood unless they have heart rate.
Alright, remove the tourniquet, looks like all of the bleeding is
Okay, Blitz has a heart rate now.
Give him blood.
Dutchy has no heart rate.
Keep doing CPR then.
Yeah, keep doing CPR.
Right.
Make sure you're testing limbs that aren't tourniqueted.
Holy shit, that's
He's still bleeding.
Alright, he's supposed to have it.
Hey, yeah, we're all fucked. Hey, yeah, Zero and Sprite are both dead.
cool. We can't stay up on the hill because they know we're there, and next artillery barrage is gonna get us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
how do I go on alternate radio? Alternate channel broadcast there.
Lord help us.
I'll still have
I
blood
can
left, or
have
do you need more?
Open it up.
Okay,
Open
so
up your radio.
where's-
He's dead. I don't know what you guys are
Hey,
trying
where's
to
the
do.
guy with the radio problem? You.
I'm the only member of Platoon left. I'm supposed to go and see.
You get
Hedgie,
your radio
he's
up,
dead.
yeah?
Yeah, I
That's
have.
what I was thinking. I just had to check.
I'm on channel 40.
You can pick him up, he's dead.
Yeah, go
Take
to,
this.
well, like I meant, you're on channel 1 and the frequency is 40, yeah?
Yeah.
Go channel 2, yeah? Then I think the left, the middle, and all that is like the additional channel.
Good rod, I know what you're
Then until it's Charlie Alpha or Charlton Anna, and then set that to the additional channel, and that way you'll hear both channels. Was that
No, I meant how do I broadcast the alternate channel?
Oh, you just need a keybind for that.
Caps lock is the default key. I think.
That's for short range.
Yeah, control cap then for long range.
Yeah, but for additional, you're gonna have to rewind that. Blind.
Oh wait, no, try T. Try T.
Where's Super High?
Weapons, let's get
Behind
some.
radio. Grab that.
Yeah, T should be the default for.
Second story, that's the
No clue what.
Anyway,
This is
doesn't work like that.
Platoon, both Super High and Zero are dead. We know our section. I'm Sapper.
Now, would you mind if I take
Go right ahead.
Okay.
Yep, got a guy.
Optimal. Contact which way?
Position.
Blood.
Where's that contact? 254.
Destroyed, you no longer have JTAC.
Behind me, railings.
Copy.
How do we got Slick going westbound? Sorry, southwestbound.
Ifs.
Yeah, I've already tipped this one. There's Slick going southwest. Hey, who's firing below me? That's dead.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, the folks are standing up.
Yeah, the four
Who's in charge here? Weird, okay. Who's in charge over here? Good question. Is it 12 leader up yet? I don't know. You're...
Is the bucket friendly or no?
Who's touchy?
Touchy died. Rocket?
Platoon's all dead. Platoon's all dead.
Oh, platoon.
I have no idea.
Back up on the hills.
We have half your character
Back up on the hills to prevent this
Yeah.
counterattack.
Get out of your way.
First thing, I grab the long range.
That don't look like ours.
That heli seems to be staring right at us. That huge
Yeah.
right there.
243 southwest. It's landing.
It's landing. It's landing.
Hey, Stanley, where are you? I found the long range. I can meet up with you if you want.
Stanley, this is Solomon coming. Stanley, this is Solomon.
User joined your channel.
What the fuck is this raid?
Taking fire.
What?
We're taking more artillery. Or that's a tank. 190.
Right, the rest ran off without orders back up the hill to different locations. I'm with the weapons, Chariton and the Bishop, so...
They're like 50 meters to our southeast.
Southeast. Southeast. Oh my.
Archer, moving further up the hill.
Archer, we're moving further up the hill.
Archer, move on tech. Move on tech.
Up the hill.
I'm moving more blood.
Archer, moving to the hill. Move.
Right, it's forest. Right.
Missing one guy. Solomon. Archer,
Yeah.
to the hill. Yeah, this is crap. Copy that.
Oh, fucked up his chair. Holy shit.
Yeah, Octo's dying.
Chariton, fall back.
Shouldn't fall back.
Go.
Alright, fall back east when you can.
Where's the rest of the chairs in?
Get up that hill, go.
Up the hill and go.
Alright. Yeah.
Is it an unarmed one or is it a... It doesn't look like unarmed. Yeah, wait, he's got machine guns on it.
Ceasefire.
Hold fire.
Shocking breakdown of
User left.
communication.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Right now.
Hey, Stanley.
Hello.
I found the long range. At the last platoon, though I think they respawned again.
Yes, they have.
Okay.
I have a short range now as well.
Honestly, I think respawn time is taking prisoner for a full
Honestly, it can't be low enough for this mission.
No, it should. Generally, I think respawn like half an hour delayed.
Yeah.
Of course you do. Enjoy suffering.
I require.
No, it has more to do with
how no one fired over until it was
someone
after
steps up
it
and
happened.
actually.
I don't
I also love how like
I still have blood.
You need blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there an enemy here that
Just up
knows
ahead!
Chewie?
Oh wait, did you strip him? He had strip searches, guys.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I just saw movement by the truck at 226. I don't know if that was one of ours, but...
Friendly, hold fire.
Unknown.
I'm surprised.
User in your channel timed out.
We're checking fire. Alright, you should be good, Blitz.
Come help me build a church covering our ass.
Contact, man!
What?
Contact, soldier!
We don't have a zero.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Hey, Artyom, come help us.
Yeah, but we're probably gonna get hit with artillery again.
Oh yeah, Artie.
That's why I want us to build as many trenches as you can.
I didn't hear the command, the order.
Okay, let's make an enclosed trench.
Yeah, we're gonna make a complete circle.
Oh, yeah. Who trenches?
I'll lay down the breastwork and you just let me dig it.
Yep.
No, I wasn't in the building. I was outside. There was no roof.
Well, this has been an incredible experience.
Alright, nerds, look lively.
Alright.
Don't
back.
do it, Blitz. You don't have ammo? I have. Come here.
Alright, I'm back. Hello.
Got it. Okay, next one. Welcome.
Build it.
Thank you.
It's,
There, those are all yours.
I'm digging it.
let's see, how is everybody doing?
Zero, where are you?
Don't touch those Fenrir. Just kidding, you need ammo.
A little bit.
Well, I got 7 packs.
Let me have a check.
And then you just one or two. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I'm the medic, so I don't give a shit.
Let's see, team, Fenrir.
You putting explosives under them?
Check.
You're
Sorry, yes, a copy?
Where are you?
start holding your...
I am Nilsson.
Yeah, this is just a thing we run into.
This is the
Yeah, that must be
the prisoners. I strip search them in slick bags, creating a holding area.
User in your channel timed out.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, out 345 on helicopter.
User entered your channel.
That's terrifying.
You said RPG. That's totally a warning.
Oh yeah, I do think this is a sign to come.
Not worth it. No, that's worth it. Too far away already.
If they just run towards them, they can't use the howitzers. They have a limited close range.
Well, we are.
No, hey, are you alive or no?
Guys, Mary, free
So, look at this man's back.
320.
320?
I'll take 320.
Where's this at?
I'm gonna group chat up a little bit more again. Let me wrangle them together.
Copy that.
Blue team, Karen, come on, over here, follow me. Come on. I'm grouping us up a little bit more. Come on, stay together. We are gonna be staying on these motherfuckers.
Alright.
So stay around here.
About 600 meters.
You.
Trenches are off. No, but trench position is shit.
Stanley, can we get
Oh, he's back.
out of here?
Jeez. Welcome back to the drive.
Zero.
We've taken up positions on Hill 66 at the moment. How goes the assault on Paros?
Yeah, if we push, we're probably gonna get cut off.
Oh, yeah, they can get rid of it. The other thing is, if we stay rocket, nope. I switched it.
by Huey's. So what's up with that?
Yeah.
I have plenty of life on me.
I'm just starting them because I'm
Not
Oh,
my, that's
nice
my
off.
intention. Then just drop your backpack and thank you.
User left your channel.
Let's get the platoon moving. We're gonna head west down the road so that we don't get shelled by those artillery pieces again.
Like Carrington, form up on me.
Sheridan, form up on Dutchy.
Let's see. Octo, can you move to red?
Got it. You can try to.
Yeah, thank you.
There we go.
Do you have RPGs in your backpack?
I got some salmon.
Just pushing west till we get contact.
Yeah, good, you got
Try
my
clearing out
Alright.
first farm.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
User joined your channel.
1 sec, I'm being told by radio.
Watch your step.
Oh yeah, that is an ammo box.
There we go. You were saying?
I asked Mike to get RPG because I had ammo for it and I didn't drink it.
No, I got plenty of ammo now. I've got some in the backpack. Oh no, great.
Let's get moving, guys.
Alright guys, come on, let's prepare to get moving.
Sheridan.
RTM, ready to move?
The Garrison's ready to move.
Hold on, just hold. Everyone else is
It seems they're falling back. This that seems to be falling back from Paris.
Yeah, I think they're airlifting the artillery out.
Okay, Archer moving out, guys, come on.
We're slick back.
Okay, all squads move out.
Martin Garrison, on me.
Sheridan, move out on Dutchy.
No, come on.
I'll cover the west.
I'll go back to my spot.
Make sure it's slow jog, by the way. Slow jog.
Slow jog.
No, I mean, you don't have to listen to me.
That makes I know that, but at least someone shouting orders.
Sorry about that, man. Okay, let's get the GT moving too, so let's get hit by orders.
I hear a truck.
I think it's parked up on that road.
Stay in a column, guys. Come on, stay in a column. Keep your eyes out here. There's more Delta Cross.
Keeping eyes out for elephant grass.
Keep eyes out for elephant grass.
Coordinates, they might have to just go rearm.
Keep it watching the Elephant Cross up ahead.
Elephant grass is ahead.
Just walk with us.
Watching the road. Cross northwest.
Say again?
So keep your eyes out.
Shots northwest, watch out.
Copy that. Okay, let's get the squads. RTM, can you take care of the southwest targets?
On me,
So-
come on, keep moving. Let's keep moving.
Alright.
Keep moving.
Keep moving on Dutchy.
Keep moving.
It's going down. Alright.
Take this little wall.
Moving up to the wall.
Yeah, they're close.
Front.
Alright, I'm gonna need a lot of
338,
blood.
338.
Right. Oh no, not again. Oh shit,
341, 40.
Holy shit.
Get in cover, Octo, get in cover.
fucking rocket.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, that would be
Come on, let me,
Oh, that's definitely not what I want.
give me, clean up that glass,
Alright, moving into cover, banishing myself.
Firing.
Yeah.
Alright, reloading. Yeah.
Right, keep facing northwest.
Yeah,
Bearing 336.
Alright, cool.
344, one running.
Nice shot, giving you blood.
Thank you.
Energy complete.
Fuck, got hit.
Right. Stop getting
Yeah, you're getting a bit busy now. aren't you?
3-7 from here.
Guys, watch out for wounded. Come on. I think somebody just died.
Yeah, someone's dying. Who is it?
Guys, keep low. We are still in the shot, so keep crouching.
I've done that medical.
Father, come on.
One medic per person, unless they're in dire need.
Backing off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pump myself full of blood here.
He's dead.
Keep suppressing.
He's dead.
Okay.
Smoking. Reload. Bearing 2 nut, 300. Bearing 300. 300.
What's your status? Mr. President,
He's dead. He's dead. Guys, 300.
This is going to be tactical move. Mr. President.
2-9 Bonnet, the guy, tree.
If you get shot, get down. Shit, we got one down.
Alright, we are bounding up on the enemies.
Where's my medic? Where's my medic?
Coming.
Will help me out with him. I'm taking care of the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to close satchel this side of this.
Yeah, you're fine. Alright, stabilize him. Stabilize him and fall back then. I'll, guys, fall back. Character, fall back.
I need
Character,
bandage.
fall back. If you're stable enough, fall back. Let's leave him. Let's leave. Go. Go. Fall back. What do you want? Fall back.
I'm tourniqueting.
Fall back.
Yeah, everyone, fall back.
I need medical attention here.
Close. West, direct west. Okay, I'll pick him up after you're done. Yeah. Smoke out.
Pick him up. He's stable. Pick him up and let's go.
Move.
Yeah, I need to advance them before I fucking die. Let's go. Come on, go. Go, sprint out of here. Come on. Go. I'm going last. Go. Go. Fall back. Come on, go. Go. Fall back. Fall back. Come on, keep falling back. Fall back. Back. Back.
110.
Back until we get some cover. Wall. Yeah.
Enemies moving up through the zeros. Want me to stop the
Come on.
this area?
Yeah, just put one down or so. Okay, yeah, we're just taking the base UMG being overrun positions.
Yeah, I can confirm.
I need a bandage.
I saw it. Oh, okay. Leaking out on my back. Another squad of AI 100 meters
That's
to
a
the
lot better
north
than
from
where we were.
Chase, routine these operations and you could push. Yeah. Get to the construction site at least. Okay. Alright, man. I'm down. Shouldn't be trained. Wet 10. Go. Get in. P34. I need a medic.
I'm coming.
Fuck me that last.
Looks like it's smoking. Not down yet. Tank is blown up. Crew dismount.
I don't know.
Who is medic? Who is out? Crew is out. They're down.
Okay, you're now receiving 1,000 mLs of blood. I'm gonna apply your splint and remove your tourniquet, and you'll be good to go. Let's get a medic over here with a nappy.
You got it.
Alright, who needs an epi up there?
Octo's gonna need an epi in a couple of seconds here. He's receiving blood. Wait, hang on, I need to check his pulse.
Hey, 0.
He's got a good
Want me to
heart
go
rate.
ahead? Want me to go ahead and see if I can put up a
Copy.
Line south of charges on that main road. They're just around there. Didn't I say try to leave one? Yeah, so you have to charge real quick. I left one over there. If you're getting shot at, run the fuck back here. Octo. Okay. Okay, Packer.
Zero, just as we have half an hour. We need to roll it up to the sea.
A lot of enemies north.
Face north, forest.
Okay.
You're alive.
Contact which way?
This and north. Yeah.
Gotten it everywhere.
Holy shit!
Jesus, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that water come back up.
What the hell happened? What? Someone near me.
One forest facing to the north. Engage those enemies.
This guy's dead.
Forest face north. Everyone from forest to it, medic and face north.
Oh god.
User in your
Forest
channel
face
timed
north
out.
if you have a medic.
User joined your channel.
What the hell? Stumbles.
Definitely start falling back.
If someone can help me dig up this
RPG
trench, that'd be great.
Alright.
Go to the medic and then
Everyone
face
start
north.
falling back. We're gonna go up the hill to the hill positions. We're taking accurate RPG.
We're falling back to the hill.
Up the hill.
Our cover's disappearing.
Pull back, pull back, pull back.
Pull back to the hill.
To the hill positions, boys.
To the hill positions.
Oh god.
I can make it.
Oh, thank you, Dar.
I'm gonna take a tank shell and go up here.
Just go.
One back to hill.
Shit. What the fuck? Oh, welcome back.
Jesus.
Reloading!
What? Where are they on the hill? Quick, get into the trenches.
Yellow smoke marks friendly locations.
Hi, how you doing?
There's still enemies in here. There's still enemies in here. I hear him close.
There's still enemies on the hill.
Yeah, there's still enemies on the hill. Boris, I want you to push up and try and clear them.
He's right fucking there. Jesus.
Hey, I'm back. What's up?
We're fucking
I don't think you want to come back.
Yeah, I'm just seeing glimpses of just absolute shit going down.
Looking good. Actually, I should probably use. Ah, fuck.
Holy shit.
Dying.
Alright, so where are they? Fuck, y'all.
Ow, fuck. I'm gonna probably pass out. Maybe. Hey, the weapons group's wiped out. Shouldn't we, like,
Are they?
do something about it? Yes, they are. Totally.
Enemies north. Oh, thank God, the V2. Correction, enemies east. East.
Ooh.
Get down. Disperse.
Holy shit. That was so close.
Copy down, medics down.
Scorpy's down.
Do you have any blood bags? No, I need blood myself.
I'll help you in any stage. How is he?
Alright, someone in charge. Oh fuck, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, what's that noise?
What the hell is happening over here? What hit them? I'm so scared.
We don't have enough ladders to keep him going. He has a strong heart rate.
Where is Artyom?
Blood. I don't know how much blood he has though.
Who needs blood?
RPR, where's the rest of Artyom?
Yeah, he has a low blood pressure. Whatever
Yeah.
that means.
Hey, look it up. My guys are still here. Hello? Oh shit. Get down.
Okay, what's the situation here?
I thought I brought some armor, but...
Can people walk? Can we walk?
I can really.
Okay, it's completely foobar, but it was relatively safe driving up here. So, what I recommend we do is we just bolter southeast. We get the hell out of here until we become casualties as well. Get some smoke out while we move. Hopefully we can make a covered escape. Let's run down the hill.
I'm agreeing with this course back.
That's some concise decision making that we need.
We might need to just book it southeast to get out of here. We need to hold our position with half an hour to go.
Guys, there will be no advancing here. We're not getting through.
We've got 20 minutes, but
yeah, we are not getting through it.
Come on, guys. We can defend the MSR from the fallback position. Let's go there, huh?
100 meters. Oh, they're on the road.
Gentlemen, this is when we run.
No, this is when we stand for
Come on.
for the Holy shit, it's
Oh, fuck.
I got him. Oh.
He's dead.
Oh no.
Should I try to administer aid or pick him up and run?
If he's dead, I don't know if we can save him.
Well, I don't know if he's dead or not, but he got like a direct hit from a scud. Fuck. Not scud, like a missile. I saw that as dead ahead. It's like so dead. Scud or something. It's insane.
This guy should be stabilized.
Pull back, yeah. Pull back to the next buildings.
Alright.
Yeah, Dutchy's fucked.
Out of line of the artillery fire.
Dutchy's fucked. He's probably not dead yet, but I don't have enough bandages to administer aid, and it's like... Just run.
Are we leaving him? Or... I might have some bandages left. Oh, I got Scorpio.
Dutchy's pretty fucked.
I can...
Let's move. Alright.
Are we leaving Dutchy?
Move.
Do we have a location? Alright, that looks pretty safe. Until we get rocketed again.
Those weren't rockets.
I saw the tank shell, I saw the actual model. That was a tank. Yeah, I saw it too. It looked like it was so close, I thought it was like a scud.
It's scary behind us. We still have some people up there.
Yeah, I think we're leaving Dutchy, I'm not sure. Hold them for as long as possible.
I was gonna try to save him, but...
Yeah, I think that platoon just got fucking RD'd.
It really wasn't worth it, because like I looked at Dutchy's body, it was all red.
Oh.
And I'm like, he's gonna bleed out as soon as I pick him up anyway, and I can't stay there and administer aid.
Yeah.
Alright. Looks like it's about to fall apart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die in a building collapse from a tank.
Yeah, if we can get everyone over here. Don't get...
Oh, I feel so safe now.
Alright, no,
Do you?
I'm saying not to occupy the building, but to build trenches around it.
Alright, that's kind of smart.
Yeah.
We could probably occupy it.
Enemy, I think. Soccer field.
One enemy, or one friendly.
It might be a friendly.
Yeah, I think that's friendly.
It looks friendly, yeah.
Wait,
Friendly.
Fire.
Squads, all squads, move to the fallback point. Move to the fallback point. Get off this hill.
Can somebody, Chase, can you
Abandon this hill.
We're going to the fallback point, which was
Abandon this hill. Get to the football field.
Let's go.
Get behind it. Get behind the football field.
Real Grozny vibes right now.
Yeah.
Fucking run!
You're gonna hold.
Her.
It probably is, because I feel like in Grozny, you know, we just kind of got swiftly destroyed instead of this.
We're either walking into firing lines or standing in firing lines.
We're moving
Or
to
we
the
just
fallback
get flanked. Or we just get flanked.
Yeah, we're totally getting overrun here.
Really now?
It's almost like sending under a breeze is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, what the fuck? What's
Yeah,
with the
especially-
Marines? You know, we all got like
No,
guns from the
what
50s.
was even the best thing is the MGT got fucking, cut in half
Yeah.
and obliterated
Meanwhile,
by
we're fighting guys.
howitzers and infantry.
That tank shell was insane though. Came so close, I saw the model.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw an artillery
I
shell
swear,
just
blue
fly
team has a
right
lot
next to
more
us.
luck than us today.
I don't know how I tried this weird armor with a kidnap.
Right, there's this character's bench now.
Hello.
One fight.
Let's start fortifying this in any way that we can. Start building trenches.
On red team, I want you to dig 2 foxholes here.
They just cluster bomb the hill.
Do you know how to dig a foxhole?
Hi, Raj, how are you?
Right, hold on, let me demonstrate. So you do is you A self-directed equipment and trench will get a small trench. And what you do is like I'm digging one right now. Hold on. When you see it, I want you to like make another one the opposite way. That's how you dig a foxhole. So dig another one so that the end starts mine. Like you get a little hole.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Why? Oh no. Did you just?
Why are you arrested?
Why am I arrested?
Why are you arrested, Blitz?
I did. Did I?
You did?
How the fuck did I?
And so.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Also, don't you do it from the back? How do I do it from the front?
What you do is you just make the tip touch, like just to face me.
You take control of our team Corbett M20.0.
I'm trying to figure out how to help me.
Right,
I'm trying to
Was there?
follow my lead.
counter
Just dig
attack
another one of
right now.
these, like behind me somewhere.
Zero.
Too far to the front, too far to the
We
front.
should do a
Further back,
counter
further
attack.
back.
We have
More towards me, more towards
we
me.
have reinforced right now. We are reinforced. We should move into there.
More towards me,
I kind of agree.
Octo, stop.
I got all that shit
Press Windows key, press Windows key.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, we need to undig yours.
I'm back.
Hello.
Just undig yours and like make the third towards me, so like
Gonna
just the
jump
tips
down the
touch.
hole. We should get
I'm not digging it, don't worry.
Okay, so
Our team, they're meeting out there.
Let me assess the situation for a moment. I'm digging this one. And 1, 2, 3, there we go. Right, just like make sure the tips are so you like a nice wide area. Alright. Character's fully serviceable. We're ready and good to go. But we are massively under strength. Just FYI, we lost some people.
User left your channel.
Oh.
I'm not medicing though. I'm just. Yeah.
Okay, what's your ammo count?
Who needs blood?
Oh yeah, Keratin, please, this is what you call a foxhole.
Just in case something pulls up.
No, okay.
What did you say?
So this is a foxhole, so like you can have like, you can like lie down in these and like, if any artillery hits like not directly inside, you will survive.
That's great.
Yeah, just if you lie down in it, you can like fit 2, maybe 3 people in, depending on. And like if something hits to the side, you will like, you might get some damage, but like you won't die.
hit bleachers above you and you immediately die.
Yeah, that's how you dig a foxhole. Yeah, so yeah, pull security again. In the meantime, Octo, can you dig me another foxhole?
Where?
Just next to it. Yeah, like we're with like 5 people, so like we need at least 2 foxholes to be safe.
I couldn't get end to end.
If you dig one half, I'll dig the other one.
Yeah,
Movement. You're due.
On the
9-4. Moving to the left.
294.
2 men.
Put it in my backpack.
About 200 meters.
We're about.
User disconnected from your channel.
290.
Yeah.
290. 290.
Well, we need another foxhole further up.
No, we just need 2. We can fit 3 people
User
in.
joined your channel.
No, we didn't. That's what matters.
Yeah, this is like the perfect foxhole. Like everything is like nice and quiet, nice and quaint, tested together. We're safe from artillery in these. Yeah, come on guys, keep your eyes up. Security. What? I want mine that way as well.
Oh, yeah.
50.
Okay.
Northeast.
Watching towards 50.
11, bearing 11, bearing 10. 17, 20. Running down the hill.
Village, watch out. Around 35.
Oh, no, I think no.
He's down,
Shit.
still one to his left though.
That sounds like artillery.
Yeah.
Foxholes.
First to the north, and then we'll start
Get in the foxhole.
west.
Okay, we're gonna deal with enemies.
Okay, no, wasn't for us. Get back to beauty.
Get it in.
Up the hill.
Calvin, you want to start a poll?
Looks like we killed the people in the north.
Blue team. There's still some by
I
the
don't think you guys can come this way.
Alright, Forrest, we're gonna be preparing to counterattack to the west. We're done engaging to the north.
You wanna hit?
Just hold up, we need to keep fighting.
We're targets north.
Frost in front, Frost in front. Mark, let's put blue team in front of you. Alright, then that's fine. Yeah, we need at least 40 that.
Yeah, they're moving into the village.
Reloading.
Uh-oh.
Okay, right there, Bill. Line.
Do we have an ammo bearer?
Chop down fucking trees.
If you get a dip out.
Get down.
Get out.
Going down, going down.
In the foxhole. Get in the foxhole.
Murphy, alright?
Get in the foxhole. You can stay down. Keep your heads down. Keep your heads down.
I need ammo.
Clusterfuck knob. That's an A10 by the way you hear. That's the
Yeah.
something you don't want to hear. That's scary as fuck.
Why is there an A10? Army like every decade before that shows up.
I don't know, it sounded like at least something with a gauss gun.
Damn time travelers.
Wait, who's
Yeah.
that mad lad standing up? Oh, it's Boris. Not one of us.
Boris.
Alright, let's get back up. Get to duty. Back to duty.
Do you have ammo? They're falling back.
Why are we falling back?
I don't know.
Alright guys, come on me, Cheriton, on me, column.
Sheridan on Dutchy. I need ammo.
Fast jog. On me,
Oh,
column,
that's
jog.
shot. Yeah.
Where the fuck is the forest orchard?
Isn't it forwards?
Jackson's on the way.
Are you falling
Yeah,
forwards?
Yep, that's where we first were.
Due south.
South.
Come on, let's go guys. Double time it. Fast jog.
Full time? That's
Hello
fine.
there. Can I get a euro for like? Can I get a euro? Please?
Yeah, can I get a lamb euro?
Oh my god. I'm going slowly insane.
And some ice cream too?
Oh, delicious. Finally, some good fucking food.
Yeah, all these Russian MREs, you know?
Barbecue when
I
I
need
was
some
drafted
euros.
by Americans in your mission. Hey Newman, actually, can you grab this?
Moving in cover.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
That's friendly, that's friendly.
Get in. Take cover in this thing. Get down. Heads down.
It's down.
Flop down. Belly down.
I need some ammo.
You need ammo?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll drop you some mags. Here's 10 mags.
Alright, thank you.
I don't like that.
Keep your heads down. That sounds like a jet. We do not want jets.
Hey, shut off.
No.
There's a human shield right outside.
There's.
Let's set up here.
Alright, let's stand again.
User left your channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
down the road. Just gonna...
Yeah, keep your eyes to the north.
User joined your
On the
channel.
hill, on the hill.
Did I get him?
Alright, keep your eyes down that one after.
There, I'm over there.
No, stay there. They're retreating now.
Alright, keep looking in that direction. I'm gonna go check on the other one.
E-box.
Okay, I'll give you what ammo I have. Oh.
Whatever rumbling I hear, it's coming right back. See a bunch of contacts.
Who's that man lying over there? Oh, that's an AI, I think. That's an AI, don't worry. That's an AI.
Alright,
Newman, pull back.
Not our squad, just an AI. Nah, it's just me, but I also have been off.
Looks like a big 21.
Hello.
Don't shoot me, please.
Welcome to a relatively safe position.
No, wait, give me on the line. Seriously.
Newman, can you hear me?
We're at the construction site.
Copy.
Okay, let's start moving back towards the start. Let's move.
Alright, weapons group, let's get in the MTLB.
Okay.
On me.
Sheridan on Dutchy.
Okay, that's hostile.
Yeah.
Sheridan move.
Fuck.
How do I get inside?
Return to base.
We're
User
moderately
disconnected
fucked.
from your channel.
Pull back.
User joined your channel.
Get the fuck out of here.
Keep it in orderly fashion, guys.
on me, we're moving.
Quick check, attacker.
Oh my god, we got people already.
Stanley water formation.
Alright.
Blue team.
Ben rear, check.
Where's out?
Red and blue.
Oh, that's here.
Ben rear, check.
In column.
Check.
Oxo, check.
Up over here.
To the last.
Lips, check.
Hello.
We're all here. I would have killed for one of those things.
Yeah.
Fucking not helping us out. Piece of shite.
Thanks, Bivens. I've killed for competent cast pilot.
I think this is the first L we're gonna take on this campaign.
Yeah, our fucking helicopter fired twice, and one of the times they only killed you.
Well, here's start point.
Start point.
Achievement at the start point.
Is this character, and we have also reached the starting point.
Please don't shoot friendlies. Set up entrenchments just in case.
Right, I want a trench on this side of the road.
What's going on? Have the entrenchments face the town. Because Iskra said that the friendlies failed in the town, so
Oh shit!
might get some incoming from
User
there.
left your channel.
North. I want trend north as well, facing north.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I am not. Mission's over.
Give him hell!
User left your channel. User left your channel.
Rip.
User left your channel. Switched.
What happened?
We failed.
We failed.
How did we fail?
What do you mean, how did we fail?
We had something like you coming through.
Can we have man pads for the weapon group next time?
Please.
Please.
The only way you're getting pets is by taking the Grum.
By not being Marines.
User joined your channel. User.
Surely the Marines have some sort of air defense.
User
Come
was
on.
moved to your channel.
Hell,
Okay.
Shilka maybe.
What are you talking about?
So, we failed. The AI got around us into the town.
Wait, it said cover the road, didn't say cover literally north of the AO.
I did say they'd go around you if you gave them a chance. Like, they, you know, your positions that they cluster bombed.
Yeah.
They just went through them. Like, the enemies that were shooting at you from the town were enemies that came past you. So, not great. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. So the campaign's gonna get spicy.
Oh dear.
So platoon debrief, really quick. Oh, actually, first of all, check FPS.
Awful.
Awful.
Was it awful?
Moderate
all the
to
way
bad.
through?
It was so
It's like,
bad.
I
Good for
It
me.
dipped for me early on,
Dog
but
shit.
it got better later.
Snape
It
never
got steadily
anything.
worse as the mission
Oh,
went
for
on.
me, like all the cluster
Agreed.
bombing just destroyed my
Wait,
frames.
Stains, I
Yeah.
was single digits
Did it
frames.
get worse at the start or at the end?
And
The end.
Both. Yeah.
I said I was on single digit frames, I could not play.
My frame,
I was fine.
my frame rate was,
I was
fine, other than near the start when all the planes flew over and were bombing stuff, but that was it.
I had like a solid 45. So.
There were times when I had 4.
20.
I had good frames throughout the entire mission.
Yeah, I did as well,
I
but
didn't
my
have any
laptop was
problems on
also
the MA.
smoking.
Okay, I'll maybe try to intensify the garbage cleanup a little bit then.
We're still
Okay.
using smoke, man.
A lot of the smoke was actually set to time out really quickly.
When I saw smoke constantly, it threw it up.
There was a couple that were permanent.
Is that what those tiny little puffs in the air was?
Yeah. Yeah. Take them out, please, because I got like 20 FPS the whole mission op. So.
Those tiny little puffs in the air were so confusing. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well,
Is there flak? Yeah.
Oh, flak. Oh, okay.
They-
I was
well, it
wondering
wasn't.
what they
It just looked like it.
Why would there have been
That's-
flak?
Odd. I didn't see that. Okay.
I thought it was artillery.
Zero.
Clear
Oh
comms.
wait, those puffs in the air. Those were cluster shells.
No,
exploding.
not those.
No,
No, they were
Yeah.
cluster shells and puffs of smoke.
Yeah,
They
we
were
got
also-
pretty good
occasional
as the
bumps in the air.
helicopter. There were just like random explosions, I think. I didn't get like exact locations, but they kind of seemed to be most of the time around where the UXOs were. That might have
Right,
been it, but
okay.
I don't have like an actual solid confirmation it was them.
So from my perspective, sitting on the hill was not a good idea. Really not a good
What
idea.
were the alternatives?
Being anywhere but on the hill. Literally anywhere but on the hill.
Counterattacking would have probably been the best thing, just pushing them.
Literally anywhere would have been better than sitting right there, because every single thing in the valley had absolutely perfect eyes on it.
To be fair, I did keep asking the MG team to move.
So the thing, it's time for me to defend myself.
The MG team couldn't move because they kept getting howitzers dropped on them.
And we didn't. We never had a proper other fire position. We
There
had
was no
discussed,
alternative for us.
Yeah, we had
Anywhere
discussed,
else, we would have been ineffective.
Yes, we had discussed the possibility of moving multiple times during the entire operation. Yet we failed to find any better place to, continue fire support from. We had a few places where we would have ceased to be able to support most of the infantry. So that was the only place, we could fire from effectively for the duration of the mission. And that's also why we fortified the fuck out of it. We made foxholes, we made personal bunkers, we made everything from A to backwards R.
So, I mean, from my perspective, the weapons team did virtually everything wrong. From the Zeus perspective, the defenses were fully occupied by the enemy, which killed, literally about a dozen of our guys died because of the Maginot Span being occupied by enemy troops. Your defenses didn't even help you guys. You got, fucking perpetual practically got humped in the face by a guy that was storming his trench. You guys were totally on your own, totally outflanked. The position fell to the enemy and was used against you. I don't think you really did very much effective fire because you couldn't really see all that much from up there.
What was the alternative?
Move with the squads.
Move with the squads.
The other people with the guns.
A lot of the squads had pretty, so people sitting on a hill is a fucking weird fetish because they think that the high ground sometimes, somehow has some massive intrinsic advantage, when really all it means is if you're outnumbered, literally the entire enemy force can kill you, and you have, 4 guys versus 50.
It's not about the high ground, it's about the line of sight, which was god-awful virtually everywhere.
Also, what I'll mention is, sure, we were up on the hill all alone, but the thing is, when we got, absolutely gobsmacked, there would have not been anything to do, Archum or, a squad near us or not. The thing was, we got bombed by artillery, we got bombed by mortars, we got bombed by everything that they had.
Yeah. You will have noticed that we tried going west as well, down to the building there to investigate. The thing is, machine guns are not as flexible as rifles. You basically need to have a mantling position.
Our squad was constantly, we were either out of breath or we were up on that hill. So we could have.
Just to bring it back from what I saw from Zeus' perspective, a lot of the squads, Archon, Boris, Chariton, they had pretty decent sightlines on a lot of the fights down in the, in the woods. They actually killed a fucking lot of enemies. I know you guys were struggling to see them, but they were dropping fast.
Were they doing that from positions where they could have effectively used machine guns?
Yes. If you can kill them with rifles, you can kill them with machine guns.
In fact, a mortar for this mission would have been pretty amazing.
I completely agree.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
I'd say also, when we first pushed up into the Archon squad's fortifications, the 2 MGs who we had operational did absolutely amazing. We cut down what could have been at least 2 squads worth of soldiers.
Can we stop the general debrief and start to get a bit of structure in here?
Yeah, let's start with platoon, then go through Archon, Forest, and Chariton. Let's try and keep it quick today and not digress too much. At the end, we'll just open it up to absolutely everything. For the comrades, anyone that's new here, you are free to leave. This is more just to try and improve things, what went wrong and so on. But you're obviously welcome to stay if you want. Zero, over to you, I guess, for a platoon debrief.
I thought our team did great. Boris did great. Chariton did amazing.
Wait, really?
I'm just saying that because you're conscripts. I love you guys. But
amazing,
I feel
thank you.
We did need more fire support. I think the MI8 did okay. There was a couple close calls. I think we needed a few more accurate rocket runs. But, I mean, the squads took the brunt of the attacks, and they did all right, I think.
I think we possibly could have done with absolutely flogging the helicopter and getting it to fire and reload and fire and reload and fire. Like, even if it
I agree.
wasn't the best target, just keep going. Keep the rocket runs coming.
Yeah, I agree. Because like when we were getting hammered, and once we pushed west and we started getting hammered and then we had to retreat, I was kind of praying the Mi-8 would just come in and start hitting everything around us.
I think
Kept
I
popping
only
smoke
heard
to
2
let 'em know
rocket
who we were.
runs, and one of them almost killed our squad
Microphone
lead.
activated.
Yeah, the one next to the football field.
Yeah.
There was a lot of very accurate rocket runs. Like,
can we stay on topic?
This is on topic, Tech.
Yeah,
like
but everybody's talking about
this
it.
is Platoon. Like, there was a lot of very accurate rocket runs, and I think we just need to do more because the helicopter's sitting waiting for targets, and I think we need to keep like, even if the target isn't great, if there's a really suspicious piece of forest, just fucking nuke it and then reload because it can reload really quick.
Yeah, I mean the problem is identifying. Like we went, I wasn't sure like the cover, so I wasn't able to actually spot targets, and I should have actually assigned more spraying targets. So.
We do have smokes that we can use to mark friendly positions as well. We should probably use them when we're
No,
calling
we
in
use
rockets.
them.
We were using it constantly.
I ran out of purple smoke completely and I had one grenade left of yellow.
Were the squads also deploying purple smokes, or was it just platoon?
Platoon, most of the time.
We possibly need to, because Dutchy almost got hit at one point. I think we maybe need to pop smokes in all the squads when we call them rocket strikes, and just keep them coming constantly.
Yeah, could do.
I mean, I will say the MI is just a giant pain in the ass to spot at things with, especially if you're flying it, because if you go in for a gun run, you have the giant console beneath, like, and it takes up half of your vision. So if I'm looking at where I think the enemies are, and even sometimes there's smoke and I didn't catch it before, or you guys throw it too late, I'm still not going to see it because, like, it takes up half of it, so you have to make sure you get those out. There was also, when you guys called out the tank on, like, the football field or whatever, it was not on the football field, and I was trying to find the football field, and I found it, and I looked on it, and I was like, that is completely empty, and there is nothing there. So I straight to the right of it, which, well, luckily was where it was, but there was nothing on the football field, so if you had said behind it, closer to the town, that would have been much better.
Yeah. I did throw a purple smoke and say it's 150 meters northwest.
Yeah, well, I'm not that good at eyeballing 150 meters,
Was it the
okay?
helicopter that blew up the pivads on the hill?
No.
No, it was a fucking pinpoint accurate RPG shot.
Fucking nice.
Yeah, it just kissed the hill as it arced over and then hit the pivots.
Yeah,
RPG skills are
just
vital.
to say, the voice calls are not as accurate at times. For me personal, I don't hear all the commands. As a newbie.
So,
another thing, like,
specifically
super
the
high.
formation commands.
Yes.
Again, like 3 people are talking. How the fuck should I understand what every single part of you is talking?
Listen to your squad and team leader and filter out the rest.
Yeah, like
yeah, I try. I put my squad leader always.
It seems to be direct.
People need to shut up if the squad leaders and the team leaders are speaking. Like, don't finish your sentence. Just immediately shut up and then start talking when they're done. Because if the squad leader and the team leader is having to repeat themselves over and over again, it's going to jam up command and we're actually going to fucking die because people couldn't wait to finish the conversation.
Yeah.
Also, monkey see, monkey do. Wait for our team debrief.
It's true as well. It's true as well. Like, if people stop speaking, then that habit will spread. So I think we need to start fucking enforcing that. I don't care how rude people are. Just tell them to shut the fuck up and clear comms. If the team leader or the squad leader is speaking, because we can't command through chaos.
I know what you mean. Because I'm not getting commands in the bottom end on the line of red team for Artyom to go, somewhere.
Can we wait with this for our team debrief?
So, just to finish off with the platoon thing, just to summarise, we need to get the helicopter hitting targets rapidly, and we need to maybe work on a sort of 9-liner for hitting stuff, because it's very difficult to spot the targets, and sometimes I think we just need to sort of like safely mark where the friendlies are and then just commit to an attack, even if it fails, even if it doesn't hit. The more we do it, the better we'll get. So just flog the helicopter, keep it active at all times.
Agreed. Okay, I think we can move on to R2.
Yes, let's do Artyom, Boris, and Tarrant debrief fairly quick, and then we'll open it up for just absolutely anything.
All right. I think Artyom did pretty well today. It was kind of hell going back up that hill, but everyone was very good at doing what they were told. Beck, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, just things went well. One quick suggestion: if you see a tank, don't shout tank. Tell us if it's an M60 or a T-34. This makes a huge difference.
No, that's all right. Just tell us direction.
No, I mean, call out like if you see a tank and call it out for your squad mates, please tell me what kind of thing it is so I know how much I have to shit myself.
What's the difference?
The difference is that the M60 is something that very few of our weapon systems can actually scratch, and the T-34 is barely a threat.
Okay. And
but yeah, that's about it. One is a giant modern tank, the other is a
I'd
World War
say
II tank.
what's important is direction, not type of
direction.
Yeah, I agree with you.
The amount of times I heard
tanks over there, it was like I wanted to rip my own eyes out.
Same.
The amount of times saying enemies over there, or let's move over there, or tank over there. Like, don't say fucking over there, because how the fuck am I supposed to know where over there is?
Use the 3Ds, please.
Over there.
You have a compass at the bottom of your screen. Just look down it and give me a fucking direction. You have to read 3 numbers.
Yeah, thank you.
What? Do you not have telekinesis?
No, usually, when I say over there, I use the pointing feature all the time.
Let's wrap it up. Okay. Anything else from RTM? Or can we move on to Boris?
Can I throw something out for Artyom?
Go ahead.
I felt like there was a little bit of a disconnect between the teams. I know that Stanley had a lot to deal with platoons, but I felt like we kept losing, like red and blue teams kept getting separated, and there was just like a little bit of a personality clash, I think, in just terms of just like it kind of felt like we were actually 2 different squads sometimes and not just the
thought
two.
there was communication problems with our team leader, so that the fucking whole squad.
It wasn't. There's no nice way of saying it, but I felt like things were really kind of like falling apart, then coming back together, and falling apart and coming back together, and it was like, I felt like for Bjorn, a lot of that inability to like hear commands may have come with the fact that like Sek and Stanley were just yelling like sometimes just different things, a lot of the times.
User disconnected.
And I do apologize. I'm very, very much inexperienced with squad lead. So
I didn't think it was that big of an issue. I think me and Stanley did actually mesh quite well. Both teams operated very independently, yeah, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. We did good bounding maneuvers all the time, and I think there was never a total communication breakdown between the 2 teams. It was just that we were, both acting pretty autonomously from each other.
Yeah, it kind of felt like we had 2 squad leaders and not a squad leader and like a junior squad leader.
Somebody that's new to the game, I mean, sorry, that's just...
I don't exactly see what the issue with that is. If teams work more independently, it gives them more flexibility, and we always stayed in close range of each other.
Teams don't work independently.
I can remember me and Slickback being all on our own at one point, not knowing what commands we had to follow. We just tried to get back.
Yeah, we were left behind for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Do you mean when we got routed?
we didn't hear any commands to move out or something. Just 1 second, you were there and then
Well,
vanished.
it also means you need to keep an eye on your squad, like...
We were engaging the enemy, so...
But there were parts where it was like everyone follow Thek, and that really kind of threw me for a loop because like I'm not used to just everyone following the junior squad leader while the senior squad leader is still alive.
That comes down to the problem of individual training, I think, again, and individual competency. That's just it is. Not everyone's on the same level in this unit. That's
Yeah, I
just the
think
way it is.
when you wander off or don't keep an eye on your squad enough, you start to learn that kind of over time. So yeah, I agree with that.
What I meant with independently is less just like each squad doing its thing, but rather one squad providing support and the other working as a maneuver element. So there doesn't need to be a lot of, like if you do stuff like that, there doesn't need to be a lot of communication if you have one base of fire and one maneuver element.
The problem with that is that takes a lot of practice and it takes a lot of like executing in reality. If you don't, and you tell somebody to just assault, they're not going to know what the fuck to do. They're just going to run across open ground or go in a straight line.
I mean, from my perspective as the team leader, it worked pretty well today.
Zero will attest to this, but I used to have a very, very bad habit with games like Project Reality and Arma, where if I'm squad leading, I'll think something and start doing it without telling my squad. I'll just fucking wander off, and then I'll... Like, I used to have a really bad habit of doing that.
And that doesn't
That's not military.
Yeah, that doesn't work unless the team leader that you're giving the order to knows what you want them to do.
Yeah, like I forget that people aren't like telepathic, so you actually do have to fucking announce your intentions very clearly. Otherwise, if you just walk off and expect people to follow, you shouldn't be surprised if people don't. If a couple of people weren't paying attention, or you were around the other side of a bush or whatever.
Yeah, communication was very much lacking in Artem's Day.
Yes. You need to...
In terms of knowing what we were doing, like, we were never told.
Like, you need to not just tell people what you're doing, you also have to telegraph your, like, intentions by saying, Archon, we're going over to this hill, Archon, prepare to move, Archon, move, over the course of about 15 seconds. You've got to give people the time to think about what's about to happen and act on it. If you just say, we're going over here and then walk off, people are going to get confused.
Also, at one point, we were really confused about command structure because when Zero went down, Stanley was technically the platoon commander. So I think that's when people got confused because I didn't know if I was in charge of our team or not, and Stanley didn't know whether he was in charge of platoon or not, and was kind of a complete breakdown at that point. I do agree
Generally,
with that.
whoever's the most senior person in the unit needs to be taking command. However, I think pretty much all the senior leaders were dead at that point. We were more or less simply defeated, as an organization.
Yeah, but I think the retreat up to the point where we got smashed on the hill because we didn't move quickly enough worked well despite not having proper leadership.
Sometimes just the basest instincts are sometimes, the good ones.
I think we should move it along.
Yeah,
we've done quite a while already.
Okay, Boris squad.
Boris did really good, despite the fact that I feel like I was not leading the best. I feel like I was pretty disorganized and didn't necessarily have my head entirely in the game. But Boris, I don't really have any complaints. I feel like Boris operated pretty good, considering everything that was going on. I really don't have any other criticisms or anything to say about that.
Same on my end as team leader or senior rifleman. We did everything we could, just the terrain was so unfavorable for us that every time we basically wanted to go anywhere we were flanked on every side.
That sounds very familiar.
Okay.
Alright, Dutchie?
Charlton squad?
I have a feeling I wasn't entirely in the head of the game, but I hope it was a more of an educational experience today for Keratin. Because, a lot of you were new because you followed the training for the first time today. I thought, you know what, I'd straight up pick up some, education things like digging a foxhole or, doing stuff like that as well. So I hope I did alright and you had fun. That's
Yeah,
it.
I
that's
think
it.
teaching us how to maybe not push too far forward and get hit by grenades was great. Seeing two of my comrades disappear to the right of me after something goes boom is not a good feeling.
Oh my god.
It wasn't the most successful mission to do. We pretty much got absolutely fucking wrecked. Like,
I mean, I died like 4 times.
So today, we got to experience what the enemy usually does. In that,
yeah, that
in
seems
that
to be.
today,
I'll be honest.
they had ample fire support and we did not.
This day, I died more times than I did in like the last 2 campaigns combined.
Jesus. Died even more than me. Fuck.
About dying, I suggest moving the increasing the respawn timer to 10 or 20 minutes.
Yeah, the respawn was...
Wave respawn is best, really.
Wave respawn is best, yeah.
Or like have a respawn point be
Disable
somewhere
the
on a ship
respawn.
outside of...
The way wave respawn works is when someone dies, that's when it starts the timer. So, if it's a 10-minute timer, the first person would wait 10 minutes if they died, and then if someone died in 8 minutes, then they would spawn 2.
Stains, I suggest having the respawn on like a ship out at sea, and then once enough people are dead, you teleport them as Zeus.
Or use the helo.
Yeah.
Able the
Yeah,
respawns,
we
please.
can do reinserts, and yeah, it's not difficult.
But like
A lot of groups use the helo
So-
for movement.
The reason we're using the reason I've swapped to the respawn thing is because the numbers are fluctuating a little bit just now, and sometimes they're higher than expected, and basically we can't really rely on slots if people are crashing out constantly.
Oh yeah,
So we need something that's going to work reliably, and unfortunately this is it. So I think I think we need to consider doing non-teleport respawns using the helicopter, because it's good practice as well for the helicopter.
It's just more fun, isn't it?
And
Pilot has
instead
something
of
to do.
instead of doing wave respawns, I would rather leave them where they spawn and let them talk and arrange transport. Basically, the squad leader should know if people are dead, they're waiting back at spawn, send transport for them.
Yeah. I think though that people, if you actually die, you should wait 10-20 minutes before you get to respawn, because otherwise it's a little bit bullshit to just have constant reserves trickling into the front line.
But what would be the best way to do it?
I think that
In what way is it bullshit?
It breaks its immersion.
it breaks immersion and also kind of defeats the point of having you die, because if you get back in the game quickly, your platoon doesn't lose strength as much, and it doesn't it just removes consequences. It would make sense to only have respawns at certain phase lines in the certain phases in the objective, where if there's a mission that is structured into multiple parts, you don't get to respawn until the first half is done or something like that.
Well, I think for that you need to kind of make your mind up whether you want the group to be a realistic and brutal, or whether you want it to be fun and a little bit arcadey.
You increase difficulty, you're going to be forced to do trainings, because if you're just going to have high expectations for people, you can't have expectations if they don't even have the knowledge to base it off of.
This isn't what I'm
3SA
saying.
has been there before.
Chariton, if Chariton's getting populated with conscripts on practically a weekly basis, then dying and having to wait 20 minutes to respawn is not my idea.
Yeah, that's not. It's not
Yeah,
good. Not
that
gonna
would
work.
just suck.
I would
we had it today,
I would
so-
rather have people respawn immediately and then just sit around and talk until it's arranged. Because
Oh yeah.
Can
That's what I mean. I don't mean you have to be dead for 20 minutes. It's just that you don't get back to the front line for 10-20 minutes.
Yeah.
I think helicopters is a good idea because it'll cover the distance of time, give something for pilots to do, and actually improve gameplay. perspective.
I think however quickly the helicopter can get to that ship or whatever and get the reinforcements to the field is how quickly the respawn should be.
That all depends on whether or not you get pilots for that mission and people show up.
Well, if you don't get them, just use Zeus teleport as a backup.
We generally get at least one pilot every game, I think.
Could always use the MTLB.
We can always use the MTLB as well.
Or just MTLB as an amphibious.
Also, for maybe if
we have no option, the Zeus can still teleport them.
I just think there needs to be a significant delay
User
I mean,
between sniping at the front lines.
would people rather have teleports or would rather do physical transport?
Physical.
You can drop back in, it's fine.
Physical transport.
Physical.
Physical.
Okay.
Yeah. Teleports
Physical
would also work.
be interesting.
Let's get physical.
Right. Okay.
Let's get physical.
Maybe
that-
even
Microphone
picking up
muted.
enemy, like when
Microphone
we're
activated.
clearing things and their POVs, we can actually use
That's
helicopters.
true. We can bring the prisoners back as well. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll try it that way then.
We can
starting
include
next week.
some logistics with.
What about tickets?
I think yes, we should have unlimited tickets, maybe 30.
We should really have limited tickets.
User disconnected from
Yeah,
your channel.
we can set that up. I just need to set it up so that it doesn't end when we run out of tickets. I think it's just a line in the EXT file. I'll have to take a look.
User disconnected from your channel.
But that can be done, yeah.
Anyway, could we wrap it up here?
I think,
Yep.
at least for the debrief,
Yeah.
the Chiefs still have one thing to do.
Yeah, the Chiefs has got to have a quick conversation about something. Is there anything else from anyone? Just
I mentioned it in chat, but like the map, especially as the pilot, when I need to like identify certain things, it was really cluttered. Like looking on the map, I couldn't tell what was going on. There was lines everywhere, there was markers everywhere. It was just a giant mess. Part of it was like the lines you drew for planning, and a part of it was also like there was a lot of markers down that you put down in the Eden editor, and those like they all scale out when you zoom out sometimes. So like if you're trying to find a spot and it's between a couple other markers, it's a giant pain in the ass. So just try and keep the map cleaner, I guess, next time.
it was quite a small AO, but I'm not sure how I would do that.
I mean, just like deleting old markers and everything once you
Here's
get the
what
chance.
You move your thing to on-site chat. You draw on-site chat, like
I
when
mean,
you're
it's
planning things.
no, the mission markers.
Oh shit! Okay. Yeah, we have to delete markers.
This is my third time as a co-pilot, and this was the hardest mission to like coordinate the strikes and spot where people are and things like that. I've
I mean,
had
part
so
of it was
far.
the fog, but like
It's the fog, yeah.
that's
It's a
environmental
combination
thing, so.
of a lot of things. It's a combination of a lot of things. We had a very limited range that we could move in and watch from because of the half the map being covered by AA. There's the fog. We couldn't even go near Paros because we were taking small arms fire even when we were quite high up in the air. So we pretty much had one or two positions to move between, and even then we were taking fire. So yeah, it just wasn't a good mission to be a helicopter pilot.
Channel switched.
How I would have done better as a helicopter pilot. I think you did about as best you could. I think perhaps maybe doing instead of sitting still, doing an orbit, because you can get, if you're moving, you can get a little closer without the small arms fire actually being dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, usually I would try and do something like that, but again, we were pretty much, if we wanted to get as close as we could without moving, then we could get really close and have good overwatch, but if we were moving, we would have to fall further back so we don't get hit by any AA.
Yeah,
so
it was
kind of like we were kind of in a pickle.
Our range was so limited that in order to engage targets with the rockets, we would have to either come in really low or you would have to pitch forward really far, which would mean we'd basically fly over the target, which we were being told not to do.
Yeah, like half the time I was either pulling north into enemy territory, so I didn't go into the AA, or I had to go south straight towards the AA, and I didn't do that because I didn't want to get blown up.
The helicopter did actually get quite a few good hits. Like I think he possibly took out about like 18 plus infantry, and a vehicle at one point as well.
Did we get that AAA down, or did someone else take that? Because I strafed that and pretty much RTB'd like instantly.
I'm not sure.
RPG got it.
RPG got
I got a photo, or I got video.
But the rockets landed on it, I think, as well. So
Yeah, the rockets landed.
I think
on
it was
would have
Slickback
died.
who got it. Slickback or
Basically, it was turbo fucked.
Yeah, I think basically ground rockets and air rockets hit it at the same time. So,
Alright.
like, you didn't do as bad as you thought. It was just difficult for you to get hits.
Hello. It was difficult to be anywhere on the map without getting shot at.
I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't die. I think we expected the helicopter to die in that mission.
We were red on instruments and orange on hull, I think, by the end.
Yeah.
Was
I
that
got
mission
knocked
small
off at the
arms?
beginning because I flew too low, but I probably would have gotten shot later anyway, so.
Yeah, that was all small arms.
That takes like 4 bullets and it's instantly orange.
We'll wrap it up and we'll go to the.
They could have been 50 cows though, because there is quite a lot of 50 cows.
It was mostly from Paros, I think, so whatever units you placed down in there.
User left
That was mostly just light infantry.
They were hungry.
We were getting fucked by light infantry then.
It's just like getting your systems shot out or instruments is like, yeah, whatever, that happened. Like a single 50 cal bullets can do that. Hull also, orange means little, red means dangerous territory, orange just means you're not at 100% pretty much.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried about it because instruments, like, we're not in anything that's advanced HUD, so instruments little doesn't do anything.
And like with the MI8, it's basically you have to just spam your rockets in a general area, make sure it's clear of enemy friendlies. Like you can't aim too well with it if you're not used to it.
Yeah.
I felt bad for one of the comrades, no, conscripts in Chariton squad. I'm not sure who it was, but I saw out the corner of my eye that they started getting suppressed by a 50 cal, and then to take cover they dived on top of the UXO, and I just heard an explosion.
Oh, that's rough.
I heard the very distinctive UXO explosion.
I think some people didn't know what UXO meant.
I have no idea what that means, so I was just about to...
Unexploded ordnance.
Yeah.
It's basically
why isn't it UEO or yeah?
Okay,
UXO, unexploded
about
ordnance.
5 people talked at once. I still don't know what it is.
Unexploded ordnance. It's basically a fucking trip mine.
So
yeah,
you
it's,
know,
cluster bomblets.
Cluster bomblets have generally about at best 8% failure rate.
Yeah.
Cool.
Last thing before I leave personally is again still on the subject. What could have been done on behalf? This is not going to be a annoyed, don't blame me, but this is what could the weapons team have done?
Nothing really. Command and control completely failed when we went to the Northern Orchard and the mortars took out the platoon.
I think as a platoon in general, we shouldn't have defended. We should have pretty much carried out a counterattack, pushing them shit.
I completely
stay still, or we'll get bombarded to hell. What we did was stand still.
I say one thing about the MG squad that I was a bit joking earlier with one of the other members. What exactly does platoon think we can do? Just shoot the MGs on our, hips? No. And that's the thing with the MGs. We were carrying so much weight due to having left the MTLB back that we were only effective to 200 meters tops. Meaning, if, say, we got to the firing position that the squads were occupying, and then we started getting shot to shit, the MG squad has now become A, disoriented, B, fatigued, C, panicked, and D, absolutely fucked.
I mean, platoons shouldn't be fucking moving as much in general. They should be occupying a position of advantage, letting the MGs provide overwatch, and they should be providing command and control.
Yes.
Why are you constantly moving everywhere if your main job is literally to command?
Well, we saw what happened if you don't move. You get fucking howitzered. The thing, you shouldn't have dropped the MTLB to begin with. Like, you should have used that at all times to move around.
That was the command we were given. You cannot blame the...
No, I know. I'm not saying it's your... Like, it's generally...
To be fair, I'm pretty sure you kind of willfully tucked it away. It was like, yeah, should we not take the MTLB?
Suggested it to me.
Yeah, I from the impression I got...
could handle it.
From the impression I got, the weapons team more or less elected to not take it, and then command agreed.
That's not what I... Well, I do not have the freedom of saying to that, because for some odd reason TFR doesn't like... Well, anywho, whoever said that... Well, what could have the MTLB done? It's a light armored vehicle. and
It could have moved you around without
Well,
losing
as you-
stamina.
we saw what happened to the BTRs. One hobbitor shell, and that thing is big. You can't just hide that thing. 1 second.
No, someone.
The BTR ran
The
up there like a
BTR
headless
was
chicken.
somebody taking the BTR without orders, driving it straight to the front line and getting it killed. That was absolutely just someone acting like a headless chicken.
Weapons team respawning, as far as I know.
Oh.
That was that was weapons team. But the thing is, actually, I heard someone say that why is one of the BTRs moving out of position? That would have actually been our saving grace for the BTR that was atop the hill, commanded by also the weapons team, was then bombed by the mortars.
The problem isn't like weapons team didn't like the failure was in command, not weapons team. Like the weapons team should have been utilized. Like we shouldn't have defended. We should have constantly been counterattacking, maybe digging in to fend off a counterattack and then attacked again. We like in this mission, because the area was so long, we shouldn't have like tried to stop them from moving in. We should have like bound them and tried to push them out of AO.
Cool. Can we get the fucking meeting?
Yeah, guys, go and join the channel for it. We have to go doing a meeting for some promotions and so on, discussing new assignments. What I would say
User
is
left your channel.
we needed to be
User left
mobile.
your channel.
I think digging in was the beginning and the end. Like putting weapons team on the hill was basically what fucked us over. Because the artillery that hit you guys were fine, but everyone else wasn't. But if you build a giant sandcastle on top of the most visible piece of terrain on the entire map, it's going to get hit by everything they've got. And, and they did it. They did it, and they defeated it, and they overwhelmed it, and they got into the town.
I actually remember whoever mentioned at the start that they already had like pre-planned border positions for the major point you guys were staying in. I'm pretty sure you even mentioned Hill 43. I'm assuming it's the one you all stopped on.
They didn't stop on that one, but I did mention that they had TRPs on the obvious points.
I think the only reason we really took that hill was that we got routed in the lowland. Like we got absolutely routed and had to regroup somewhere, and then we basically got stuck there.
The thing that I didn't understand was the hill got hit by Artie and it caused problems, and then you went forward and then you fell back onto the same place it was getting hit by Artie.
Yeah,
and
I was wondering the same thing.
Fucking basically everyone died because you fell back into an artillery kill zone.
Stains, I know that was a terrible idea, but the thing that happened.
Fucking
Actually,
everybody Stains. Every like senior chief was dead. Like we didn't have Zero, we didn't have Super Hind. It was Stanley trying to it was Stanley, Chase, me, and I don't know who, pretty much just trying to organize an ad hoc retreat that wouldn't result in a complete rout.
I know.
We were basically forced to move in there.
Command basically died. Command basically died.
Command did die.
In the middle of the mission.
Yeah, I was
surprised Stanley survived.
Yeah, I was at Chariton. The weapons team was at one point pushed forward to Chariton squad, and the reason
I
why
need to pop down to the other channel. Sorry, just to let you know.
See,
I need to
I'm
pop
going
down now.
okay.
See ya.
See ya.
Right, see ya. So the reason why Chariton squad, actually no, not Chariton. The reason why weapons squad then fell back was Chariton was in a state of disarray, and there was a tank that rolled up on us. So and since there was literally nothing we could do from that position, since the tank could have just shot it as we retreated.
This is a failure on command. I mean,
this was a failure by many states. Weapons team did do several mistakes. One being that we were too open, weren't we, Rod? That's actually why you got killed. And why?
The reason why we're too open is that if we go down to where the other squads
then we can't see shit.
Fucking useless.
Yeah.
Like because right now at least we got some kills. I think I could to 20 guys.
Yeah,
if we were down 10.
with
with the other squads, we would have done nothing.
Yeah, let's say you got a modest 15 kills. I got plus 6 kills. What I saw plus however many injured. I asked from Husk. Husk said plus 13. Never asked our team leader, but I'm gonna guess it was also in the.
I don't know. He actually didn't shoot too much. Well, at the end, I think with my SKS that I picked up.
Actually, hang on. Who fired at the truck with a lot of infantry in it? I can't recall.
I shot.
It was Artyom, I think.
No, it wasn't art. No, I was talking. Oh yeah, we were talking about different things. That one with at the top of the hill, there was a truck that we shot to shit, and we got
User disconnected from
two
your
people
channel.
alive from it. But whoever that was, whoever shot it, that would also inflate the numbers. But anywho, overall, I think Weapon Squad got at least plus 30, if not even 40 kills.
Yeah.
Which is already, really good. And we can't relocate anywhere else because there isn't anywhere else.
Yeah, no, I don't think that SKSs and MGs was a good choice for Weapon Squad on this map, to be honest.
They're definitely
on that, not the map, the location.
Definitely a bad choice in my opinion as well, since the vehicles were also useless. They were quite hard to maneuver even in the end, since they were rolling hills. So I'd say the mortar would actually have been the best pick. The mortar
if we could set up with a mortar, and then because all the enemies were all bunched up, like it was big groups of enemies. You could see that they were spawned in like groups of 10 to 20.
When Artem pushed forward from the trenches above or on the hill, the weapon squad basically mowed down 2 squads worth. I remember recalling at least 6, if not even 8. Soldiers that I personally killed, plus whatever Husk killed. It was a turkey shoot.
Yeah, it was never ending.
Yeah, it was never ending. We had altogether, in the 20 minutes of continuous engagement, we had a minute of break. The rest was gunfire. So,
that's something you're gonna have to bring up to whoever ran it, because we're just a bunch of comrades right now. We didn't run the op.
Yeah, no, I'm just babbling my heart out.
From your channel.
And I'm glad none of you, well, someone left, but you're completely justified, all of you, to leave. I'm just here babbling because be my guest.
User disconnected from your channel.
Wait, that's not a disconnect button. Where is it?
I'm just babbling my heart out. I'm glad that you've stuck around and listened to me.
Here it is.
By the way, for tomorrow there is a hill too, so learn from the mistakes, please.
Yep. But oh well, that was something. We did our best.
Basically all the kills that we got was from the hill, wasn't it? Because when we moved to those buildings a bit lower, where all the other squads was, we did nothing. Like it's just
we got maybe 5 kills. We got maybe like 5 kills. That's it.
Yeah, you need the oversight with the MGs and especially the SVD.
Yeah. Plus, actually, the reason why we got pushed back wasn't the artillery. We actually survived the artillery. Yeah.
Doing fine with the artillery.
It was when the gunship. Yeah, it was when the gunship rolled around. Which, what are we gonna do? Shoot at it? Heaven forbid! It's a slick. It's not gonna get down. Yeah. So that was actually the thing that screwed us. And mind you, we're not the only people there with guns.
No, because it was the gunship that downed, I think it was you, and then I was trying to treat you while they were shooting at the fucking gunship. It was like a 7.62 gonna do to a fucking Huey gunship, like...
Yeah.
Fuck, they're made for that shit.
Yeah.
And then the gunship shredded me into fucking minced meat. And,
Host got hit by the thing as well, and then we retreated also. After that, we got shot again with artillery, doing absolutely nothing. In fact, there was one that landed about 5 meters away from us, while we were completely up. Like, we were exposed, quote, end quote, and it did nothing to us. We just realized, oh, hang on, we got shot, and then just got...
When Artyom got up to the hill, I just realized was this little circle of trenches. And I went to look, and there was like the 4 of you in there.
Yeah.
It looked exactly like an artillery shot just landed right in the middle, and
yeah, we got blown up by 3 grenades.
Just yeah.
That
I
was...
literally saw an artillery shell's model before it exploded. It was scary.
Yeah. But yeah, so there was nothing the weapons crew could have done.
Also, I don't think it really killed a lot. I think it was more so creating chaos, so you don't really know what to do. Like, there's already coming down beside you.
Yeah.
There's fucking squads pushing up, you're getting shot at by a gunship.
Yeah, and when you've only got 4 people, one who just died, second one's unconscious, then you've got an SVD and a MG left, and then the MG gets down and the SVD gets hit. What are you supposed to do? Now you've got literally one person who's also injured, you know.
The SVD's kind of slowly bleeding out in a fucking in a little trench with like a huge squad coming up, throwing nades over the trench and then in the trench, like.
Yeah. So, I mean, could we have retreated? No, because there was still artillery coming down on us. So,
I do think those what's it called? The trenches did protect us against the artillery.
Yeah, the trenches were a good call. Who was it who said? I think Staines or Stanley said that the trenches, or at least the beginning of the building of the trenches was our doom. No. Those things actually protected us quite a lot.
Not.
Yeah, definitely not. That saved us for most of the mission. It was when they concentrated everything on us, a squad's worth of soldiers and a gunship, plus artillery and whatever the hell they fired at us. That's when the 4-man machine gun team fell.
It was a 2-man, because before that we got shredded by the gunship. Like 2 of us got shredded by the gunship. Well, you were unconscious, I was dead. Both of them were, I think, injured.
Yeah, so what could we have done? That's the reason why I did this whole rant. I'm just annoyed about the fact that weapons team was called incompetent and, you know, ineffective. When, what can
I think
we do?
the whole op was a little bit incompetent, so...
It was unorganized.
I didn't really enjoy it either.
Yeah,
I didn't really enjoy it either, to be honest.
Yeah. It was...
I mean, I liked the first part. Before all the chaos, it was fun just picking people off with my SVD, but...
Yeah.
Also, I think it was Toxic that said that, but he did have a really good point with the map, because I tried to just find where we were, like, from the spawn point, and you can't find out shit from the map, like, it's so fucking disorganized.
It was just filled
A lot of people actually disconnected, I think, because they were frustrated.
Yeah.
My game almost froze like 3 times.
I got 15 FPS at one point. Have fun, you know, have fun trying to shoot anyone with 15
FPS.
FPS.
12 to 15 at 1.20.
Yeah, I hope tomorrow is better for you guys.
Yeah.
I tried to...
I won't, actually, I don't know. I think I actually could be showing up tomorrow. Well, what do we have tomorrow?
My mission.
No idea.
Okay.
Surprise! I had a little bit of a tease in the media channel in Discord.
Yeah.
1 second.
No, I think Dutchy did good.
With the striker?
When we were with you guys as the weapons team, it was alright. I didn't think you guys did anything bad.
I mean, critique is critique. If you have anything against the weapons team, be my guest. I want to know what we should have done better.
Not really, because from my point of view, it's just like complete chaos with all the mortars and explosions and all the squads.
Yeah.
No, as far as I've seen, everyone was frustrated. Like,
yeah, really.
That was
just basically fucking around.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't get to shoot a lot. Not even. I don't know. It was a mess.
I think the objective wasn't clear for all squads. I think that was a real problem, because it was hold the road.
Oh yeah.
Then was it? Let's push forward. No, let's go back on the hill. Let's stay here. Stand here. We die. Let's stand here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I still recall. That reminded me. I still recall. I cannot actually recall where I was, but I can recall very clearly that I hear a few people talking. One goes, "So what the hell are we supposed to do again?" So like, sure, we're given an objective: hold the road. Hold the road from what? Is there infantry? Is there vehicles?
Yeah, there were only helicopters, so why should we hold the road? Why shouldn't we take out the helis?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
wasn't that in the briefing?
It was frustrating. I think the objective wasn't clear. Bad FPS. People were frustrated, leaving.
I even had network issues. It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
It was a slaughter, man.
Yeah, this isn't my favorite mission from the campaign. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. one for a reason that we couldn't actually get any proper vehicles. We just got an MTLB, which we dismounted halfway in.
We couldn't use our equipment properly, so
we could
like
have gotten like a tank or something. There were a lot just lying around.
the helicopter was useless in this mission, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd say so as well. I mean,
it was too small for a helicopter. It couldn't move around.
And it almost blew up all of
Used
Sheridan.
our APCs, so we were just infantry against tanks on a hill.
I also don't get why
against artillery.
They didn't why that they gave the enemies so many fucking helis. Because at one point I just saw 4 fucking Hueys in the sky, and I think like at least 2 of those were gunships. And
no,
like it was just
decoration, man.
I don't get how the we get the only support we get is a helicopter. But at the same time, the helicopter is so limited by the anti-air that it can't support us.
It isn't actually
in this case,
helicopter. It's a fucking infantry movement vehicle. So
I mean, it's fine. The MI can deal damage. It's not.
It isn't supposed to deal damage.
No, the issue was that there were 3 anti-air vehicles just looking at the exact AO, and they couldn't move in. They were halved up, just hovering, looking for enemies, and then just trying to engage.
I mean, honestly,
if I think that he did the best it could.
Yeah, I'd say as well.
Someone was saying that didn't do enough, but me as a heli pilot, I know that you can only engage when you get the fire mission, and knowing that Superhind went down at least once, and he was the JTAC, I don't know what we expected from the helicopter. Like, there were 3 M163s, 20 millimeters overlapping each other over the AO. They had no other choice. This mission was interesting, let's say that.
I think it feels like it was a lot of like people were doing the best they could, but they couldn't do very good because of circumstances. The heli couldn't do very good because there was a what's it called, like air support, anti-air, covering the entire fucking AO basically. Well, anywhere where there were enemies, it was basically covered by AA. And then weapons team, we couldn't do shit because we didn't really have the best weapons for the mission, I don't think.
Oh yeah, I mean, the MGs and the SVD, I mean, I could hear you, Rod, shooting every once in a while, and usually when I heard the shots and I could actually see where you were shooting, there was a corpse. Yeah.
I mean, when there was like a good spot. The only good spots I had was basically on top of that mountain, which then apparently, according to the chiefs, wasn't a good spot, even though it was a pretty good spot. So we took the stadium as well.
We took infantry and helicopters to an artillery fight, so...
So basically, everything that could have gone wrong, did go wrong. We had bad support, we had even worse weaponry, support weaponry, and we did not know where we're supposed to go, and when we did not know where we were supposed to go, command did not, in fact, tell us anything. So...
Yeah. There's some stuff to improve, but overall, I think that the point where we can only improve. This is a low point where we can just go up from, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, all the other missions.
I could have this night worse. That's what I know.
Yeah. Well, I'd say everyone did pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
given the circumstances.
Given the circumstances, yeah. Like, sure, we could only do so much, but
I think it was meant to be a failure. I think. The mission.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. That what an odd
because
situation
we rushed
to
through the campaign like it was nothing. So I think he meant it to be like a failure.
I was thinking of the same thing. That was when I saw the map first. It was quite well, first of all, it was quite hectic. But second of all, I had an idea that this wasn't gonna end well.
I mean, we didn't even get to Northern Orchard and all that, did we?
Yeah. And
also, there was supposed to be some city fighting inside Poliaco, which was the city right next to us. But in the end, there was heavy fire coming from there, and from around Poliaco. Wasn't there an AI platoon or something going to move in there and fight?
So, quick question.
In the briefing, I read
again
something
this
there.
mission?
So our objective was to hold the road.
Secure the road.
Yeah, secure the road.
Interdict route rigor until 1600.
Yeah.
I mean, there were like 4 technically minefields on the road, so.
I mean, at least the lower route was technically like inhabitable. But
No,
also,
it wasn't. It wasn't. It was
oh,
like
they pushed through, did they?
yeah, through the
On the road, there weren't many enemies.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
On the road, there weren't many enemies.
A few tanks. Also, now that I think about it,
but those got taken out.
I have the map open right now, so it looks like I don't know.
Actually, I've got one question.
Yeah, but I was.
Where the infantry? Where was Alpha? Where was Alpha? Listen to me, I'm a native spy. Where was Anna? Where was Urraaaa? Where was Boris? Where was Chariton? Weren't they like on the western front basically?
I only know about.
Yeah, we were like.
I only know about
on Farmstead first, then we pushed up back on the hill.
1 second.
On the.
Yeah, Artyom was
Farmstead.
like next to the road. Artyom was most of the time next to the road, behind some walls or at a metal shed at some point.
Yeah, that's on the main street.
Watching road shooting at where we saw. It wasn't too fun.
Yeah, because one thing that I was thinking, I remember someone saying 360 security. In fact, I think weapons team wrote. I don't know if you can confirm. Weapons team's team leader, shouted 360 security.
I never heard that order in Artyom.
It was a weapons team order.
Yeah,
or then it was a platoon order, and no one else forwarded.
360 cover. I never heard that order through the entire mission, so.
Yeah, which.
Artyom was all the time open, like.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, we didn't really cover each other back or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
we only had
like
one.
When we were pulling back, there were contacts up the hill, which I think could have been spotted earlier, or at least, if not killed. I don't know.
Yeah.
I disconnected midway.
I think everyone thought those are friendlies.
I mean, technically.
I don't know. It was so chaotic. I
Yeah.
just don't know what to think or know.
I mean, technically, you should have been
was
walking
really
into
weird.
like friendlies, but you just walked into enemies.
Yeah. I mean, no one told us that the team died.
Yeah, the weapons team, because we were on with quite speed.
Everything happened very fast.
Everything happened really fast indeed. Yeah, so.
I don't know. This was weird.
This was, something. I'm testing out the radar system on the Russian aircraft. This is actually quite interesting. So.
You guys had bad FPS in this mission.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I hope you make it to Sunday, because I'm testing a new script for my missions. I want to test it for FPS, so if you can make it, it would be pretty nice.
Yeah, I'll try and make it.
For feedback.
I should be able to.
Yeah, I tried to. God damn it.
Would you look at that? I think Solomon just got upgraded to a senior chief.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Solomon seems to be. I don't know. In Discord, seems to be a junior.
He's still, but I saw the thing.
On TeamSpeak.
Yeah, on the TeamSpeak.
Senior.
Oh.
After that shit show.
Oh yeah, Dutch HQ squad.
Yep.
Nice. Well, good for them. Yeah, that means that a new generation of junior chiefs is coming.
Yeah, Lion, go for it.
So, right before getting destroyed, the weapons team managed to push forward a final transmission, which was weapons team dead. This is final weapons team final transmission. We're dead. That was the last thing I heard before just grenades.
That's like the equivalent of those guys, like those army guys in Afghanistan calling in artillery strikes on themselves because they were just surrounded.
Oh yeah. Jesus. Jesus. But yeah, we never got, a chance really. But yeah, I think I might be able to make it tomorrow, so see you there, I suppose. Not gonna leave just yet.
I'll see.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna dip too.
Yep. See you.
Yeah,
Bye.
User disconnected from your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
That leaves who and who? Me and Slick and Fenrir.
Yep.
I'll just say it straight that my apologies if you've grown tired of my rambling, but just...
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I had Fak, like, constantly in my ear, rambling about the fucking, it's not working, my TFR is not working, god damn it. Pissing everyone on, so...
Right.
I mean, it's not his fault, but still. Demotivated, like, the whole Archie and Blue team.
Yeah. It's a shame when these ops kind of, go south.
To be honest, I don't want to talk bad about the mission maker, but I think this mission was a little bit rushed, the process of making. So I don't know if that's true, but looks very rushed. I mean,
and it's a bit rushed.
Yeah.
I mean, the objective wasn't clear. We didn't have equipment for it, or we had equipment that wasn't useful in terrain or otherwise. I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, a shame, really.
I mean, that would be a really good mission for artillery versus artillery. Yeah.
Microphone muted.
Thanks for watching. Farewell, stream.
Yeah, I think I'm